Joke's on me. You're here. I think that's a bit of an upgrade. Holy crap, this is early. This is 2 hours earlier than usual. How's it going, Delano? How's me? Oh wait, audio? Oh, you guys can't hear the music. That's very not good. Let's try to fix that, huh? Isn't there a VLC video? I don't want that. I just want audio, please. Audio input capture. No, audio output capture. There we go. This is gonna be VLC music. Movie music. This may get a little bit loud, guys. Actually, I'm gonna pause it because YouTube may get a little bit mad at me for doing this. I would like to add application audio output capture. Thank you. This will be VLC music. Real movie music. Capture. I want to capture VLC.exe, add executable, hit OK. Then we are going to right click, go to advanced audio properties, please. I need to expand. There we go. We are going to only allow VLC music on channels 1 or 2. Everything else will be disabled because we don't want it in the VOD track. We hit close. We lower it to about -18 decibels. We enable VLC music and play the music. That's looking pretty good. We'll turn it up a little bit. We're listening to our own thoughts. Too bad. We got some jams today. And well, I was thinking of doing a thing where people can like throw money if you want more music, because I'm always a fan of buying stuff off Bandcamp. Because like these albums, I thought it was €5, but it was like freaking €10 whenever I logged in. I was really confused. How's it going? Finish up my diet soda. I won't say the brand until they pay me. Oh, and I still haven't refreshed the Dono widget. Let's get those going. Ticker, activate. There we go. Running errands on the same drawing for a while. Still going to close the chapter on it. Huge, huge. Running errands, been sitting on my... Okay, I think those are two separate things. I was reading it as one, like errands with a drawing in here. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go toss this can. There we go. I'm back, and it looks like we are just in time. Hello, everybody. Let's head over here. I'm doing okay. Life is crazy. Life is tumultuous. Life is tedious, but I'm gonna grab you guys real quick. Sorry. Or POV, I'm your eye doctor. There we go. It's probably a little bit better. I don't want you looking at my crotch. What's going on? I hope you're well. Man, I look tired. Why do I look tired? Who knows? I got the big headphones on today. We're rocking with it. Everything's been okay. We're gonna get started with the warm-up today. We've been changing up our warm-ups. We're gonna be doing some broken draw warm-ups. That should have set to 10 minutes. There it is. Sometimes it just don't work. That's okay. We can forgive it because Kavel programmed it, and that's not usually a good thing if Kavel's programming. So, despite what my professors would try to say, oh well, you have a degree from our prestigious university. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have curved our exam so much. How about that? Cool. I'm not fighting the good fight right now. I'm like fighting against. I'm gonna turn down the music on my end just a little bit. We have some Sawtooth, some jungle jams today. I always get into jungle over the summer. It's a repeating thing. We have the Jungle Fatigue album, Jungle Fatigue 3 and 4 today. We might break into 5 if I decide to. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's get warmed up. Maybe. Playing it off of VLC today because we're Bandcamp enjoyers in this household. It's just I updated a VLC like right before the stream and it borked itself. It like crapped itself right as it was updating. So looking forward to see what you create. Well, today we're gonna be working on lesson 6, so nothing too rare. Delano sighting. I know, right? I've been thinking about removing this guy's mod status because he's just never. No, I'm kidding. The only reason I haven't modded Bear is because I'm scared of what she'll do with that much power. How's it going, Pyrrhus? Peak music. I know, right? I listened to it's on the album. Jungle Fatigues Volume 3, which is one of the ones we're listening to today. Oh, fuck. It's like the... Let me try to find the name of it. Yeah, a Soul Sound System, Jungle Fatigue, Soundboy, Fi Dead. I love that one. That one's coming up. I never get the memo for when the stream starts. Is there like a notification chat? Brother, we need to wake up. There's been a notification. Wait. So we have a notification. Just it's been pinging people too much. If you go into our server and click on channels and roles, there's that. There's also, if you go on the Twitch channel or YouTube channel and you click the little bell icon, there's some there. Back at it again with the slowly dying brush pen. I have another one as a backup. I muted that one. It would ping me like every 5 seconds. Okay, that's also false because it wouldn't ping you every 5 seconds. That is incorrect. Delano, don't let us catch you on a lie. But hey, we're glad to have you here. That one at max would ping people twice during show. I think we had a 1-3 timer. And plus, you have to get the role to actually get pinged by that. And if I click on Discord right now and see you don't have the role, I'm calling your shit. Here, wait. Where's Delano on Discord? There we are. He has the stream notifications role. There we go. I've seen a person drawing a chandelier for less than 6, and I'm worried right now. Dude, what? Did stream go down yesterday? Is that why it pinged? It did. And then we neutered it. We cut off its reproductive genitalia in the search of stopping it from pinging people. Less than 6. Some people get... Why? That's object number 2? Why? Don't do that. Don't do that. It's gonna look so... You need a big paper for that. Go to drive, have fun. You should stay in chat and chat while driving. Do not do that. I'm not saying that because I think you would do that. I'm saying it because Twitch... Actually, well, I mean, Twitch only gave a 1-day ban to that one streamer who almost got in a wreck because she was on chat while driving. I hate driving. Sorry, I'm not gonna... Yoshi, great to see. I feel devastated. Everything I see 20-year-old opinion and Twitter is baffling logic. Well, you're watching a 20-year-old right now with baffling logic, so I don't think there's much change. I didn't know Drawbox unleashes the evil in people. Dude, sometimes I like look in the lesson 6 chat and I was like, oh, we're doing a lighter today, and meanwhile they have like a fucking nuclear reactor, like with detail, like an actual functional blueprints for a nuclear reactor. I'm like, okay, cool, man. I'll stick with my fucking soap dispenser, thank you. Oof. Should have ghosted more, haha. That's a common household object, what do you mean, yeah? I mean, hey, a common household object could be a tungsten cube, but I don't think anyone's been bold enough to do that yet. Should I do that as a meme? Should I complete all my 8 and then do like object 9 out of 8, tungsten cube, and it's just a cube? I don't have a tungsten cube, I'm not that cool. Let's do a smaller ellipse. It's okay. I feel okay with that. Gamers, our exercise of the day. I just like doing ellipses because it gets me going. Also, Yoshi, it's been a second. I hope you're doing well. So I'm just jamming. This is good music. I also realized the kind of failure with how close my lights are right now is it makes my forehead really shiny. Like the most value and contrast is like up here. That kind of sucks. There was a dove outside this window a second ago, and its neck was like super long. It was like truly trying to look inside here. We're gonna be doing let's do some rotating cylinders and then maybe some stacking primitives. I think that'd be cool. Yeah. An opinion is just that is just confusing how X thing correlate to negative Y because they happen to not have a specific Y concept. I don't even know where we're at right now. But I believe you. And so, Yoshi, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna level with you for a second, right? This is from personal experience, so you're allowed to say shut the fuck up. But for a while, some of my friends, specifically one of them, have had a habit of going onto Twitter, finding a vocal minority, and then echoing, being like, this is the opinion of the supermajority, or at least echoing their opinion to mock it or to bring light to like how decroded it is, without paying reverence to the fact that, you know, it's from a vocal minority, and in fact it's a Twitter opinion as well. And then of course I always have to do some sanitization, being like, is this from a bunch of people or is this one person? And they say it's one person, and then I say, yeah, so why do you care? This is what they want. They want derision. They want derision from you. They want you to be mad and angry all the time. But it doesn't have to be. How's it going, Gizmo? I hope you're well. We're talking about Twitter. You're a free agent. You're Stardust, Brody. The pseudo-anonymous veil of the internet has twisted and warped minds into thinking that they need to be paying attention to every other person. Severely vague to my example. Oh, that's totally real. I'm glad to not be on that app. Me too. I, like, every day, I'm so glad I like, passed the filter. Of, like, the amount of people on there. I'm so... Guys, whenever I see a pin that I really like, slowly start to decay, it brings me great sadness. It's not comparable, because the life of an animal is so much more important to me than a pin. Arguably so, but, sorry, I'm messing with the lights. But dude, like, it's kind of like seeing, you know, in the same vein of, like, seeing an animal that you love and they're kind of old now, and you're like, oh, no, right? That's the same vibe. However, it's a pin, so. And I'm a pin. And pins don't worry about the age of other pins, so. Ah. They call him, yeah. Aren't you a pin? I feel like it would be way more impactful. Wait, true. It would be impactful if I was a human LARPing as a pin, but I'm not a human. I just am a pin, right? That's where we differ. A pin does not care. What's that one meme? Oh, wait, doesn't that meme have like really nasty origins? The line does not care itself. You're just an art man, right? I'm just a fart man. For real. Brapping my way along. I'd be glad if you guys could join me. This is what you get at a stream that's 2 hours earlier in the day. You have a Kavel with 2 hours more energy. That hasn't been spent on dealing with the animals of my household or mundane. I'm glad Brap is back. I'm glad. I don't know what inspired me to bring the word Brap, and Bap. This will be real. I just feel like that was the only logical conclusion to my performance with that Wordle. Brap is back, everybody. I'm not going about this exercise as flowy as I could. Brap is only valid when you roll the R. Brap. Brap. I like that. Wait, I just realized the pancake and waffle would be better analogy. True. But anyways, I'm literally going to finish my character color, and it's going to be painful. It'll be a fun kind of pain, though, like going to the gym. Ay, that's not a correct degree shift. Guys, I'm not doing this correctly. Let's get wacky with it. I'm being too careful. Pins aren't careful. Pins are only moved by the hand of the soul walking it, and my soul, it needs to be unleashed. Cut to the werewolf transformation ripping shirt meme. Twitch chat, where'd you go? Twitch chat, where'd you go? It's just silently failing, too. Do I need to re-authenticate my key? We're just gonna... If it happens again, I'm gonna re-authenticate the key, okay, guys? Sorry about that. I'm afraid cylinders, they're going to be harder than boxes. The first 150 are pretty not bad, in my opinion. The remaining 100, yeah, that's rough. That is not the most enjoyable experience in the world, but we'll survive. And I feel like uncomfortable doesn't tell you what you should know in some of the tutorials for it. That would be helpful. I've made my rants about that, but it's not major, and you won't be graded on it because it's not in the text. But you're getting there. I saw your elk today. I think your elk and your rhino went quite well. Purist, could I offer some unsolicited critique, even though it is a little bit later in your lesson 5 career? This is one thing I saw earlier, and then you didn't do for a second, and then you did do again. It's totally fine if you don't want to hear it, though. Shut up, bird guy. See, I'm just not happy with how safe I'm being here. Let's get weird and wacky with it. Unfortunately, I finished the second rhino, so go ahead. So yeah, my only recommendation is for whenever you do the feet, even though you don't have much room, I'm just going to do this on a sticky note. It's going to be a little bit hard for you guys to see. I apologize. Whenever you have a paw, right? So you'd typically have, like, for a puma, for example, I'd do a boxier form. I'll make this a lot larger for you guys. Like a kind of organic boxier form, right? I would like to see some, and this is just me personally, and some stuff I've seen Dio critique on, some intersection with the form of the mass that you use for the foot, and then the actual pad, right? Because what I've seen you do instead, is like just kind of go about it like this with what you can see, which oftentimes that has to happen because you can't really depict. You aren't supposed to be doing interior intersections like that, right? That would just kind of confuse the viewer. That wouldn't make sense. So like if we did it over here, for example, like I'm not seeing too much intersection with the smaller forms. This also happens with some of your leg forms, right? You use very small additive form, which is fine because you're doing those smaller muscles, which I think is perfectly okay. But I would like to see maybe expanding it outwards just a little bit, being a little bit less afraid of pushing the form past the initial one, right? I'm doing like a really small example. So like on your, was it what was your one before the deer? That one, you use that like kind of harness. Like you have the sausage form for the body, which was great, and then you had the good shape for like I call it the harness, like the kind of chest form, right? Don't be afraid to push it out a little bit more. But like honestly, all of your stuff. Once again, I never brought this up because all of your stuff looks good anyways. These are like very moot, tiny, silly points that aren't that important. It's just it's a bit of a pushing the form, like a 1% improvement that'll make a bit of a visible difference. But you're also doing great. Like seriously, you have a very, very, very good lesson 5 work that you should be proud of. So I wouldn't worry too much. Plus Dio's cool as hell. Dio the goat. And if you want like a more deeper explanation than that after stream, I'm totally happy to do a draw over or something. But once again, these are like my personal critiques, and I'm no pro. Let's get really wacky zany. A little bit too wacky zany. We got a little bit too silly. I showed my friend the VOD yesterday of the Before Your Eyes stream, and he knows me as a person who's like generally just like very silly, stupid. I don't take things too seriously. And he was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" when he saw me crying. He knows I cry easily to media, but I don't think he's actually ever seen me cry. Oh god, okay, we need to fucking stop. Me when I don't do degree shift correctly. Ew, icky. Okay, let's do a box. And I think we'll be good. Let's do a box form intersection. Okay, I did this weird, so that's now the inside of the box. I accidentally doubled up on the line. To be fair, I saw improvements during the later constructions. Only mean there's no more pause to do. You're totally fine. Don't worry about it. You've been improving steadily. Like, you've shown plenty of progress. Chat is no longer there. Dude! Thank you for letting me know, Bear. That's not complaining. That's totally real. What the hell's going on? Meh? Why did not run the action? Helloing? Test trigger. Delay for 5 seconds. Open up the script. Oh, I just ran chat refresh. Whoopsies. Africa. Boom. Nice. Let's see if we can get a little bit Ah! There we go. Bear's last message, too, was Twitch chat, where did you go? And I failed. Fun little form intersection. Let's keep it simple, just do an ellipse for now. There we go. Tripping off the beat, kind of. Poor pin. I need to buy more of these. I'm not a hoarder, but I could definitely understand the mentality of, like, I love this object, I love this pin so much that I want, like, to buy a surplus of them, so if it ever somehow runs out of business, I'll have infinitely many. I'll have everything I need, a lifetime supply. Oh my god, that's almost isometric. Ugh. Guys, that's a box of all time, but we're not done. Let's add a form intersection. Let's do an ellipse, just to think about things. That's not really a good location. Let's do this. Yuck. That was an icky ellipse. Icky, icky, icky. Let's use Big Pin, just because we can. Big Pin doesn't get that much attention. It deserves some attention. Maybe it doesn't. I forgot how dark it is. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Ooh. We're not looking too fancy today. Ooh, whatever. Here's a warm-up. Cool, so let's get to it. We're not going to do a BRB, because, like, why? We're going to get right back in to this Jonathan. We're going to maybe take a quick water break for a second, but the usual. Set our hour timer as well. It's a 10-minute timer, for those who don't know. I just pressed the button that nukes chat on accident, my bad. I literally fat fingered the button that kills chat. There's no getting it back, it's gone. You guys, I'm sorry. Checking on all the statistics. We should be good. Vanish. Cool. So guys, let's get the hour timer going. What are we doing today? We're working on the lighter. Continuation of the lighter, in fact. God, it just looks so funny. But believe it or not, these are good coordinates, and I'm going to prove it because we're going to do a quick sketch of it again today using this coordinate system, and then we're going to do an ortho. And I'd be happy if we're going to start the ortho. We're probably not going to finish the ortho. That's fine. But I'd be happy if we can get like at least the full sketch of what the ortho will look like. Because after that, then it's kind of just put your head down. It's the more laborious work, right? Less so, anything else. You know, not too much cognitive stuff happening there. We're gonna tape this. I really need it. I wish. So I swear, like the cheaper washi tape is the ugly stuff. Like this washi tape, the freaking like checker whatever, ugly. I want the just like give me pure white, give me pure blue, give me anything but that. Even though purple is my favorite color, I don't think I'd have purple washi tape. Purple is kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Purple clothing, it's very hard to make work, especially for me. I'm a green guy. That's why we're wearing green today. That's really the only color I could make work. Okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna be making this pseudo ortho pseudo proportional. So we're gonna be using our ruler a little bit just for setting everything up, just to make sure like this weird looking one is actually functional. That's what we're here for. So it's the ratios that we're looking for everything is 2 to 5 to 30, or a 1 to 6 ratio for the main ortho, the main face. If we have 6 or 10 inches, because I kind of want to use up the maximum space. Let's just we'll stick to 9. I think. Yeah, because I would like some extra space. Let's see. 1/6 equals x over 9. So we just multiply. That's 9 over 6. So that's 1.3 repeating, which is closest to a little bit under 1 3/8. One and 3/8. A little bit under that. Nice. Oh my god, my nose. Did I take allergy medicine today? Uh-oh. Who knows? This stream may change a lot if I haven't. For those who don't remember or know, I'm allergic to cats. This cannot be right. Who knows? True. Wait, it's 9 over 3. That's 1.5. Yeah, that's 1.5. Kavel, you chud. Oopsies. Because that's, yeah. Why aren't you guys double checking my math? Come on. 1.5 over 9 divided by 9. Oh, sorry, 9 divided by 1.5 should be 6. Yeah, okay. Bear, what are you up to today? Are you on working on the thing that I think you're working on? What the hell that Proco doing? Holy moly, not only do we get a Delano cameo, but we get the one and probably the only Mata. How's it going, brother? It's great to see you. We do get the Proco. Hairline and all. Trying to figure out, I'm working on another thing, trying to figure out how to make a good composition. Speaking of good composition, also I wish you the best of luck in that endeavor, Bear. Speaking of good composition, Dasign's most recent work, talk about composition, that's kind of crazy. The darker values because of the shadow of the waves tucked in the center right there. Holy. How's everything been going, Mata? I hope all is well. Mata and Delano are now in a competition for attendance this month. I'm stealing that from him. I wish I could just freaking pull a, what is it called, Prey? And like download people's skills into my brain. Is that really the ratio, I guess? This is gonna be so weird for shortens. I'm gonna hate it. Okay, the rest of this is gonna be, you got hit by a bazooka. My mama get hit by a bazooka. Kaboom, kaboom. I don't really know that audio too well. I just kind of know of it. Or at least know of the, is it my grandma got hit by a bazooka? Oh my god, my nose. Oh no. Wait, is that the real Mata? It is. It is. The one that critiqued my lesson 1. Holy. That is the Mata that critiqued your lesson 1. Ever when Diotins started showing up, I thought it was the Dio for a bit. And even though Diotins is cool, the one that critiqued my, I reread that. Okay, I'm gonna check. Let's go 225 here. Actually, we don't really need that measurement. I said I wouldn't be this precise, so I'm not really going to. Just kidding. Haha. I'm a little prankster. How are we feeling, people in Twitch chat? How are we feeling with the music selection today? It's a little bit different, a little bit more high energy. It's kind of the goal. Oh my god, my nose. Okay, we may have a nose break. It's actually my cousin, Evil Mata. So that means right here, if it's 2.2, that means 2 1/8 then? Yes? Thoughts? 1 1/8. If you guys don't have your calculators out right now, I'm banning you. Or calcs. That's slang, by the way, for those who don't know. Still up and drawn Proco-chan. Thank you, thank you. We're still alive. I feel like of all the people who enter Drawbox and make grand claims to I'm going to do this and this thing. I'm one of the ones that survived. Drawbox has defeated many, and we're at least somewhat alive now. It was looking shaky with how much we were doing a art fight, but what have you been up to? Other than your getting blown up by his bazooka, of course. Get jiggy. I hope you recover from the bazooka. While you guys chat up real quick, let me know if chat breaks. I'm gonna go blow my nose real quick because it's killing me. Be right back. Guys, I haven't been to the gym in a week until, the past couple days. Literally moving like that, my legs are so sore because they I'm used to working out the hamstrings, but they have one of the machines on the quads. Or I always get the leg muscles confused, so forgive me, but I did the other for the first time in a long time. Holy, that's a lot. That was I can like literally sitting on this stool kind of, it doesn't hurt in like the bad way. It's just like, yeah, right. Anyways, let's work on these proportions. My mama got blown up by a bazooka. My grandma. I don't know what it is. I don't really know her. How's audio levels? I haven't been looking at those. Could go a little bit louder with the music. Yeah, it's okay. A little bit quieter. A little bit quieter. Don't louder than my voice. Hopefully on YouTube, music isn't going through on YouTube, right? That it shouldn't be. Otherwise, we're gonna get super DMCA'd. YouTube, I paid for this music. I could show you my Bandcamp receipt. Leave me alone. Actually, that probably doesn't give me the right to like stream it in the background, though. I wouldn't consider this transformative in that sense. Anti-nutters, okay. Huge. Okay. Let's start plotting chords. Nodders. You're scaring me. You're giving me mixed signals. Is a nodder supposed to be a emote? And we just don't have it? Kavel 7TV. Did I get rid of it? Oh, Grackle. Hydrate. We'll do a little bit of hydrating. I'm not opposed. I don't think we have nodders. I think I got rid of it because I'm a chud. Nod. Just nod. N-O-D. Capital N-O-D. That's some good water. Thank you for the hydrate. There we go. There has to be a version of that where it's like shake. Like that. Who knows? Oh, my brain's already kind of melting and I've just started. That's great. Okay. Now we're gonna do all vibes. We're vibe drawing now? Oh, Cav, what were you doing, dude? Were you high? What the hell is your issue? 3/4, that makes this 5/8. Who are you? You're the halfway point, I see. So that's 7/8. That's nice. And that meets at the 3/4. We don't really need to plot all that. We can just vibes. And we're going to the 30 seconds over here. So here's half. That's 15/16 times 2 minus 1, 29, 30 seconds. That's our next one. That's at this point. The 7/8 is quite important, so we'll map that one. Then 15/60 or 59/64. So it's the next half, and that goes up there. The 29, 30 seconds. Eyeball everything. Nothing is certain. We make guesses daily. Is it dinner time for the Europeans right now? Our European friends? Yeah, it's currently 6 or 7 o'clock for them. 6 or 7:30. So. What the hell? He's talking about dying? What's this music on about? The beats are good though, so I don't really care. Talk about whatever, King. And so we have our 5/8. Does that go anywhere? No, so we can just keep that point here. Hmm. Making this rounded, I haven't even thought about, and that's going to be an issue for the future. Oh, no. Because all the edges of this, they're, what is it called? I always forget the difference between, like, chamfer and the other one. I don't think this is a chamfer. I think this is a, I can't remember. But yeah, frick. Oh, Kavel, you chud. Damn. This is going to require more math than I thought. Anyways, we're going to deal with that later. Okay, 3/4. Eh? Oh, so the 7/8 isn't actually real. We need to just subdivide it and hope for the best here. Okay, and then it touches the bottom at 5/8. Oh my gosh. Copy pasta. I mean, sure, man. I'm not reading all that. I was reading it beforehand just to make sure I wasn't like getting goaded into saying something like awful or horrendous. But hey, there you go. Surprised Automod didn't have an issue with that. Respectfully. Okay, so this is mirrored exactly. Oh crap. Have you, Chud? Okay, it meets at the 1/2 to 17/32, which is an eighth above. So we go in half right here. This is 17/32. Nice. We're going into 35/64, so I should have probably left room there, but it's okay. The curve's a bit more dramatic than this, but we're gonna rock with it. Why does that quote sound familiar? Oh, is it from like a really bad person or something? (15/32). So we're at 1/4. 3/8. 15/30. No, that's gonna be 7/16. 15. We could also have mirrored it. Oops. And where does that meet? That meets we start doing the 10th stuff over here. So we have our measurements here for that. 6/10 7/10. These are all 20ths. BTW, right? Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Oh my goodness. So we have to divide this into 10. Oh god. So we're not going to do that totally here unless what's the let's get the sacred pure ref open here. Wait. Ay ay ay. Where's my mouse? There it is. Dividing planes into pieces. Ah! Messed up my pure ref. Pure ref brokey. We're gonna disappear for a second. How to disappear completely by Kavel. Get that pure ref open. Hello, Ink. There we go. Why do I have you locked? Unlock. Now. How's this look? It's okay. I could probably get out of the way. Don't do that. Stop snapping. Do I have to hold Alt? I have to hold Control? There we go. Okay. Nice. I'm going to adjust the camera to be a little bit brighter. We're a little bit dark today. Maybe bump up the contrast just a tiny bit. Where's my Logitune, bro? Oh, there it is. They have the worst program ever for their camera settings, by the way. It is extremely annoying. Image adjustments. Let's look at this. We want to up the exposure. Okay, maybe that's okay. Wow, that was 1 tick in exposure, and we're already like freaking crazy with it. That could maybe be okay though, because we're okay. We're gonna bump down the brightness a little bit, up the contrast a little bit. I think that's better. If you guys disagree, let me know. Okay. So to divide things into tenths, we have to do this horrifying ritual, but I'm okay with that. We're gonna be doing it sideways though. Which one is less horrendous? The top one. Okay. This isn't our true ortho, so I'm not really willing to put too much effort into it, but we'll worry about being optimal in the future. This is probably just to get the fourths down, which we, yeah, don't need to plot probably. Yeah, that's just to get the fourths down, damn it. Well, it's okay. We now know. This dry run is kind of okay. Sure, is it grinding? Yeah, I guess by definition, but it's also helping me solve problems before we go through all this, so we take with it what we can. I have a question about privacy online. Can I ask what you think about it? Sure, yeah. I'm not like the most knowledgeable person ever, but I may not make the best decisions in terms of privacy. I've literally shown my face crying on the internet, so... Oh god, this is... I think I made a mistake. This is rough. And then the fifths are what? The intersections with the diagonals. Okay. I'm gonna do this in blue. I put them over here, I did. When do you think it becomes a privacy issue when putting yourself out there, like aside from obvious doxing? So like, you can do whatever you want, right? As long as you're cognizant of like, I am putting my name out there. So people will be able to have my name. You can literally do whatever you want. I only think it's an issue when it comes to like private companies stealing your data. When it's like they can build a profile on you, such that they can influence, they can feed you content that you wouldn't otherwise have. You know, they can manipulate your behavior, or there's a possibility of that. There is the prevailing argument, which is like, oh well, I don't care if they know my medical history. That's fun until your insurance rates magically go up, right? Or things like that. So I believe it's an issue whenever they can manipulate your behavior or affect you in some way in the real world, right? As soon as it becomes outside of an online space, that's an issue. And then in terms of like, so that's like the business, like corporate side of it. For like the philosophical slash like things that I think, then this is like a very personal take, and you don't have to agree with me at all in this one. Like I'd fight this one a lot less than I'd fight the other one, which is still an opinion. Is like there's levels of disclosure. We don't need to be telling the world our fucking deepest desires or things like that, right? I feel like there's merit to being a little bit more private about those things, so long as that's like befitting of you. Um, and I think it's largely guided by the community that you're telling it to. So like if you know you're in a very like open, positive community, then sure, it may be a bit more commonplace, right? So long as you feel safe to share that information about yourself, that's fine. So if it bequeaths you, is that bequeath or bequeath? I can't remember. To do so, it's your life, right? But I feel like, the moment, oh God, this is awful. The moment you start like going into a random Discord with people you've never met before, and with a culture that you don't necessarily like participate in yet, and you're like, my name is Kathy Stewart. I'm 14 years old. Here's my home address. I'm from this state. Like, no, what are we doing? Stop. Especially if you're a kid, because when you're a kid, you don't understand things as much just by virtue of education, how long you've been on this planet, life experiences or stuff, right? So people can easily trick you or goad you into sharing information that you otherwise shouldn't. What's up? Nothing much. We're still continuing our work on the lighter, having a quick discussion about privacy and stuff. And that opinion of privacy on the more personal aspect of what you shouldn't share with others, it's completely inspired by how I think we behave in the real world, right? So I wouldn't go to a random person in public and be like, here is the most, revealing personal information about myself. One, out of a place of vulnerability, right? Because when we share these things with others, they can hurt us with that information. Not that they necessarily would. In fact, I'd say like the common person is actually quite respectful in that regard. It's still a possibility, right? Holy moly, what is this? This diagonal. Sure. Fine, we'll rock with that. If your mom's phone number turned into money, how much money would you have? See, shit like that. There was a video I watched recently about, and it was a 10-minute kind of hot button topic video, so I'm not sure how truthful the reporting is, but I mean, it seems realistic. I just want to put that out there that I didn't do my research for this. I watched a video of a Roblox game called like I can't remember the name of it. It's probably good. It's basically like it was a person made it for their little sister so she could like hang out with other kids, and it instantly turned into like a grooming space. To the dismay of the creator. And a lot of the groups on there, which say really, really heinous stuff in these interviews, is actually quite disgusting. Um, how they behave and stuff. A lot of them are like, yeah, we have to trick kids into giving their personal information. I think that well, that's a good sentiment that offers a danger, right? Because like a completely random person, you don't know who they are, you don't know their intentions, right? And that's why I made the comment about vulnerability. Is sure, right? Like let's remove the vulnerability aspect of it, that a person could hurt you, but like we need to protect ourselves, right? It'd be nice if we could share that information, but there are still kind of wicked, awful people, right? That, and we can't let our sentiments, our very naive wish to for the world to be a pretty and awesome place, blind ourselves from the true dangers that come from people like that, right? And so that video, like, there's I'm not gonna say half the things, but yeah, they literally like have these things where they're like, we need to trick kids into giving us their personal information. That's horrendous. It's awful. And kids are like, once again, they have that naive mindset. They haven't been hurt by the world, and hopefully they'll never be hurt by the world. But that like, oh yeah, it's okay to like share my information. I want to make friends, right? And making friends is sharing, which is true. Um, it's just a friend online doesn't need to know your home address, right? And now that it like I'm not going to say I'm a big YouTuber at all. That is not what I'm saying. But now that I do have a presence online more than I ever have, it's kind of changed how I look at things. Because like QR and I were talking about a job, right? Um, and of course, I would never share QR's personal information if he ever gave it to me. I'm not saying he has, just like suppose he did. I was thinking about it, right? If we had to like exchange contacts, um, but like now I have like this public presence where like if I want to cultivate a personality of trust on this channel because the moment I like it become known as the streamer who takes people's private information, that's a permanent thing, right? Meanwhile, QR is a lesser known entity in that respect, right? So like if he just took my information and put it on the internet, he doesn't become the person necessarily who doxes and gives out stuff right like that, right? He doesn't have a whole YouTube channel. I've been to servers where a channel dedicated to selfies and personal stuff for members that have just joined. So how? Yeah, that's. I'd say like selfies are not as bad because it's just like Instagram, right? That's public facing. And like Discord typically has it affords a more like pseudo anonymous veil, right? Because all you have is a Discord account, right? You don't need to put people have anime furry, whatever profile pictures. Um, so it affords that. But Instagram's culture is way more you share everything with everyone. What aspect of privacy do you mean? I mean, that's a bit of an interesting question. I don't know. What's going on QR? How's it moving? I don't know what you mean by what aspect of privacy. Capspo works. Oh, how's it moving? We're talking about privacy. I feel like you would have a very good take on this QR because we're both like-minded in the sense of convenience and privacy. More in the business aspect. We were talking more about personal privacy, so like how much you decide to share. But we also did have a brief spiel earlier about like companies taking your data, ownership, building a profile on you, etc. But yeah, in terms of Discord, like I don't think sharing a selfie with you is the end of the world. And now that I've put my face on the internet, I'm like, okay. And like then now that my face is on the internet, the challenge is, hey, don't do anything horrendous, which I don't think I've done anything to warrant that. Sure, I've had my fuck ups in life. Okay, wait. Okay, business is interesting. I need to do more precautions to how to avoid that. We all do. It's fucking invasive. Did boxes for the first page of intersections today? How did it go? We feeling good about it? And this goes back to Shannon Villa. Stop glitching. Oh god, I need to fix that. Um, it's like the FNAF glitched camera or something. I don't know. Um, Shannon Valor's The Virtues, right? Social media and the virtues, right? Um, Ah, shit, where was I going? I just had the thought. I lost it. Let me read through chat. I wouldn't know where to start with that, so I didn't see that. Cultural differences between Instagram and such. Then don't do horror. Oh, yes. Okay. This is actually not Shade of Lures. It's another essay that I read that I've actually been looking for the name of because I don't have a physical copy of it, and so I have to find the digital copy. But, basically what this essay is, I should have used green here. Dang it. In the past, right? Most of us here most of us aren't old enough totally to remember this era. But there was an era where you could say something pretty bad, right? Something racist, something sexist, or whatever, and then your friend would be like, "Hey, man, that's pretty fucking dumb. Don't say that again." Or they could address you, confront you directly, right? But sadly, we have this eternal catalog of everything we've ever said and done on the internet, to where not only like do you see others make that mistake, so you don't necessarily learn to that virtue yourself through mistakes, which I'm not saying you have to like everyone has to make a racist remark one time in their life. Like no. But it discourages experimenting and directly learning with virtue, right? Um and it's just a much greater punishment, a much greater social punishment. And of course, we should punish, bad behavior, but like to the degree we've seen it on the internet with groupthink and stuff, we need to calm the hell down, right? We're doing a little bit too much. Let me move my camera over here. Like of course, we want an atmosphere where people can, be brought to justice for saying stupid stuff. Do we need to ruin their lives over it? I don't know, right? And so that makes it a bit scarier on the internet too. It's like if I put my face out there and I have one fuck up or something, then it's Jover. And it kind of puts, and I'm going crazy. It's out of context. Did you get automated the first time you say that? Oh no, okay. It was wise of you to censor yourself for that, because otherwise YouTube would have gotten you. But I think there's this like from I don't get automated. True. In my personal experience of having partners and just closer friends and stuff like that, right? I've noticed this. This is not the right music for this conversation. I don't care. I'm right. I'm wrecking. Okay, Flex. No. There's been this. We're changing the music, by the way. We have like freaking jungle in the background. Like this is not it. So silly. Let's go. Chill jazz playlist. There's been this pervasive with metal in the background. Exactly. Let's do my Colo playlist actually. Like epidemic of self-loathing. And I don't like this term self-loathing, how it's used colloquially. Because it implies self-loathing is the fault of the person. But like self-loathing is a much more internal, hard to control thing, right? It's like blaming a person for being depressed. That's not how it works. And like from a lot of people I've interacted with personally, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, and I've suffered with it greatly as well. And it's sad. It's so sad. And I think part of it is because of, if we go back to like social media and shit, is we're seeing people being lambasted for like everything, right? Every negative thought that they've made the mistake of, posting on the internet. What did Kendrick say? In is it in I think it's the third song or something in the album, Mr. Morale? Fuck around and your opinion leaks, right? Your opinion leaks. That's such an interesting way of putting it. But I feel like the self-loathing is born from seeing everyone being, having their fingers chopped off for saying something wrong on the internet, right? Because you could see a part of yourself in many people's mistakes. Not saying like, you see a part of yourself in EDP. Like, no, hell no, right? But it's not a safe place anymore to have a bad opinion. And I'm not saying safe places in the sense that you're never corrected, but instead a safe place in the sense that you're corrected with passion, with with respect, I guess. And that's really sad. I think there's a lot more to it than, oh yeah, for sure. But like definitely a contributing factor. I'm not saying that's the only one, but I'd say it's definitely a kind, like you can, I think it would be pretty hard to deny. Did you hear about the EDP documentary? Yeah, I'm not going to be watching it or engaging with it all because I don't want to give it, like he's had his moment, right? It's over. I don't want to give it any more gusto or anything. I don't want to give it anything. Hi, Teach. Yo, Bird, how's it going? Yeah, no, the epidemic of we're going on some weird, crazy shit today. I hope you're well, Bird. Um, I'm not saying the entire epidemic of self-loathing is because of the internet, but damn, it's a factor. Let's be real, right? I feel like the internet is definitely a factor towards self-loathing. Okay, that's 2/10. Oh, I already messed up. 2/10, 1/10, 1/10. Oh shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I messed it up. Um, Self-loathing could be for many reasons, whether it's, it's harder to learn from mistakes or make them grow things hard, but you need to fail to grow. That's what I've been saying. Everything about it generates bad MH, mental health. Oh yeah. Once again, I'm not saying either of the both ways, which is the internet's only bad mental health factor is self-loathing, and I'm not saying that the only uh that self-loathing. Yeah, no, I wouldn't ever be so reductive as that. I mean, read it. Social, not social media virtues. The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. I mean, come on, right? That's really bad. We have so much more going on with there, especially women's mental health as highlighted in that one. Specifically younger women's mental health, but still. Um, we're seeing, the generation that grew up with that get older now. My generation, right? And it sucks. It's sad to see. If you guys haven't, I highly recommend reading social media, or not social media. God, I keep saying it. I do recommend that one. But yeah, The Anxious Generation by Jonathan Haidt. Is it Johann Haidt? Um, that book put a lot of shit in perspective. Now that book is a little bit dangerous because it's confirmation bias. I think I talked about this before. It's very much like easy to interesting. It's very much easy to read that book and be like, oh shit, that's me. But to some degree, right? Oh shit, that's me. Like, oh damn. I got caught. I'll try to find that essay um that I was talking about though, because I feel like that's a very good one to read. And it does make you feel a little bit robbed of the spaces that we used to have. Um to experiment and fail as a person to be corrected. That's why like I will always attribute some of my greatest growth of my character. I used to be a shithead. I still am a little bit of a shithead, but like not to the degree that I was, especially during COVID when I was locked, inside and only had like the internet and probably arguably some of the worst parts of the internet to goad me on, right? Um but like going in my apartment with some of my roommates, they had one no fear of telling me like, "Hey man, you're an idiot. You're wrong." One of my roommates, he would always debate me on everything, even if he knew he wasn't right. He always went down a question rabbit hole with me, and I always, at first, it was really tough getting along with that type of personality and understanding him, but I eventually learned to love it, and I really seek that kind of personality and friends nowadays. I'd say QR is a pretty good example of that. Not that QR, I'm saying QR is an actually person. No, that'd be reductive. But QR is definitely very inquisitive. Um, person who gives much thought to the things he both consumes and says, and is willing to be like, no, I actually don't agree with you, and here's why. Right? Same thing with Slash as well. Fellow internet shithole survivor. Yeah. There was one part, looking back in my life, there was definitely one part of my life where I was definitely like on a pipeline, and I'm so glad I just happened to hop off of the train then, because that would have been so bad. I was like totally in like the manosphere. I would even like describe it as like what's the Nick Fuentes pipeline? Like I wasn't at all touting that ideology, but I could definitely see it in the groups, like seeping into the groups that I was hanging out at the time. And I'm so glad there was a point in COVID I was like, these people are kind of weird. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Oh my god, that was such a good choice. Like, holy. This was, of course, before Nick Fuentes, I think. Thank God. Um, would I have fallen for it? No. There was one part of my point in my life where I didn't know who Jordan B. Peterson was or what he stood for, but I just knew he had his like lectures online. I was like, oh, okay. And I listened to one of his lectures. I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Thank God you escaped. I am forever grateful. There's a point in my life where I was playing Minecraft, listening to Jordan B. Peterson. And I was like, oh, okay, this kind of makes sense. I didn't know like that he was just like a transphobe of all time, right? Or the other shit that he said. Um, so we're glad we got out of that, right? Cool. I'm actually jiving with these proportions. I mean, comparing it to yesterday's, right, where we heightened everything. The handle does feel a little bit short proportionally. Um, I was desperate for improvement content. Yeah, I think that's where it's so easy to slip is improvement, right? Because at that point in COVID, I was definitely very like, oh, I should work on myself. Like I'm going through a lot of mental health stuff. And I should probably like, tend to myself. What do I need to do um to better myself, right? And so when you hear just the Jordan B. Peterson guy who's like, make your bed every day, because if you make your bed, how does this cadence, how does his voice work? If you make your bed, then the your neuroplasticity actually has decreases 25% less every day. For some bullshit, right? That guy is okay. I don't know all of his talking points. I don't want to get too far into it because politics, but that guy seems like the ultimate. Hey, I use big word guy, and I'm just not gonna follow along. What was there? Was it Channel 5? I don't think it was Channel 5, but like oh no. I was watching I think a Big Joel video about Jordan B. Peterson and one conservative news guy. Who's the guy who's like the green M&M is no longer sexy. This is the left taking over. Like whoever that guy was, Tucker Carlson. Jordan B. Peterson and Tucker Carlson, and like Jordan B. Peterson was just kind of rambling with like crazy vocab, and even at one point, Tucker Carlson was like, "What the fuck are you saying, bro? Like, come on, dude. What are you talking about? What are these words?" Hey, pack some syllables in there. Is that a like a I wouldn't call it a logical fallacy, but like you know how there's is it called no it's something walling, right? Or like the argumentative practice of like goading someone in with like a really hot take and then like backing them up a little bit and be like, oh well, I didn't actually mean it that much. Argumentative techniques. Is there an argumentative technique for stuffing as many syllables into a sentence as you can? This is going to be a huge pain. Then again, we only need like what do we actually need from here? The tenths don't need to go all the way. The tenths really only need to stay here and here, right? Because we have see at the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. We're counting down, so 1, 2. That's 2/10. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/10 right there. And then we need the 3 and the 7 right here. That shouldn't be 3. That should be 1. Buddy. Ah? Oh? Wait, what? That should be 1 and 2. Wait, why did I say 3? That's 1. There we go. Gotta bounce. Have a good one. Thank you very much for joining us, Mata. It's great to see you. I hope we can see you stop by from time to time. Not sure how late or early it is where you are, so I hope you have a good time zone wherever you are. So that makes this 8. That makes this the 10. Nice. Okay. So we only need odd number ones right here. So we could probably get away with something silly right there to get away with it. Let's do the interior lines now. Let's see. 9/16, which I believe is right here. Ooh, that is really close. Could we get a 64ths for that? I think we did eventually, yeah. We did a 35 64ths. 35 64ths. That puts us right here. We'll draw a line to it. Wink. Nice. Okay, and then we have another point to touch on the 41 64ths. Kavel, what were you on? And Cow, yo! Oh my god, why are we getting like... It's probably because we moved the time of the stream earlier, so we're getting some rare faces. Oh my god, MCow, it's great to see you. Hope you are well. Oh my god, why is my nose so itchy? I keep itching it. Not a good look. Really, I didn't touch it down at the bottom of it. Let's look at this. We're on our next lesson 6 construction. We are doing a lighter, my friend. Yeah, like, why did I do that point? It should be a 5/8 as its lowest. Same, hope you're well. Thesis is done. Heck yes. Oh my gosh, how are you feeling? Is it have you defended it yet? I'm not sure how that all works. But huge if true. If you're defending it soon or have defended it. Let's see, this is a 64th gap. So technically speaking, we should have a 64th gap over here, which means we're going from 0 to 64. Oh, but we need a square. So we could divvy this in half and project it to get that measurement, or we just go over here and say, hey, this is going to be a 15/16. Defense is a month, but that is less stressful than making it huge. I never knew how stressful defending it is, because like defending it sounds scary, but huge, very good news. How are you feeling? How are you? Do you feel completed? Do you feel incompleted? Is it too early to tell? That's what people kept asking me about when I graduated, and I was like, either it's too early to tell or I don't really feel different. Because, like, you know, my last semester was very much, it wasn't easy, but it was very much like, I'm done. It wasn't like, I have 8 exams and all of this, and then I'm, you know, like, it was just, yeah. The weight is off your shoulders. That's amazing to hear. That is really good to hear. Now, may we have a period of prolonged peace of 310. Kavel, are you high? That is not 310. That is 6, I think. Yeah. Prolonged period of peace, maybe some draw boxing. I'm not sure. I haven't been stalking you as much as I probably should have, if there was a should have amount of stalking in your journey, in your process. Let's do that. 9/16. So right there. But we're gonna go, where did we meet up right here? Is that the 5/8? No, not really. We can kind of pick wherever, so we could do the 9/16. The 9/16 actually hasn't been used yet. We will need to use it if we construct our 64ths and stuff. That is a factor. We can at least make this curve. A lot of French curves will be used for this this construction. It'll be interesting. Popped in to say hello. Now I'm off to do jobbing with this in the background. Heck yes. Best of luck with today. Hope it goes smoothly. Got a little Kavel podcast. Any of you guys fall for my friends and I tried to make a podcast back in high school? I don't think it's I think I have the only clip of it, and I'm not going to release it because we probably said some stupid shit. Nothing like bad, but like, come on, who's going to listen to that? But yeah, we definitely hit the We should make a podcast, guys. Haha. Guys, let's make a podcast. People definitely want, and like we walked in there, we had like a couple topics, but I honestly don't think we knew each other well enough to like do that. Like my roommates that I lived with, we could probably easily make a podcast. In fact, they did kind of have one. They had a radio show. Shout out them for that, for real. But anything otherwise, like, eh. And plus, like the shit that we talked about, once again, should have happened in closed doors, right? Like we were allowed to make stupid ass jokes and then be and they're like, is that bad? I don't know. And then we'd like, talk about it, right? And like I would like to remind you guys, my woke as fuck roommates, like it was nothing horrible, heinous. I think the most argumentative we got over anything was probably the 100 men versus one gorilla. But we actually predated that argument. We started we had an argument months before about if one of us could fight a chimpanzee. And I'm not gonna like say my opinion on it because I know it will start issues. Like fights will happen if I bring up my opinion. No way people debated over that. Oh yeah, it was real. Like people, it became a meme because there was actually like a question to it. And here is actually like how the debates happen. Is someone says, "Wait, people actually debated over it? Obviously, the gorilla is gonna win, right?" And they're like, "No, what? 100 people, right? No, you could not find a chimpanzee." I'm not gonna say my opinion on the matter. Some of it was us just kind of riffing with each other and being like, "Oh, I could totally beat a chimpanzee," but yeah, as a certified biology master, I'm gonna be like, okay. And here's how the argument happens: you're like, "Oh yeah, well, I definitely couldn't." But you think like Eddie Brock, that's his name, right? The world's strongest man. Do you think he could fight a chimpanzee? And then you're like, oh, and then some people will sway sides a little bit, right? And stuff like that. And then like that, I remember one time that argument, and this was, it's when I say argument, we're largely like not actually mad at each other. We're just having fun with it. That turns into like, oh well, what if we put into an arena gladiator style setting, and you got to pick a weapon? And then it's like, what's the best weapon for gladiatorial combat? And if any of you say anything other than a spear, you're stupid, first of all. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Bows, I could kind of understand, but you're still stupid. And you're like, oh, sword and shield. Okay, let me just fucking with a spear. That's how our arguments would go. At one point we were like literally dancing around our kitchen and living room, like fucking, dude, Morningstar, you're killing yourself first. What? I'm sorry. That's why those debates are weird. You could just shoot it. Yeah, like you could just say whatever, right? It's such a good thing to just fucking talk about whatever, right? Did I get modded for saying toe? That would be so on brand. Oh my god. Eddie Brock is not mentally strong enough to fight it. I'd say maybe the mentally strong enough part got you modded. Eddie Brock is not mentally strong enough to fight a chimpanzee. That's pretty good. I like that. We love Eddie Brock. Shout out Eddie Brock. He seems like a cool guy. I don't know too much about him. This is where like Kavel, did you not know about the? Oh shoot, I drew the wrong line here. Dang it. Kavel, did you not know about the controversy? I'm like, the controversy, and you're like, yeah. What if he becomes Venom? Exactly. Like, what? That's the thing. Okay, a Venom chimpanzee. I know you were saying probably Venom for Eddie Brock or something, but like, a Venom chimpanzee actually sounds like the most horrifying creature to ever walk this earth. Why was Venom infecting humans? I guess I know there was like a perfect host or whatever type beat going on, but like I would have started with a silverback, right? A roided out Venom silverback. Like fuck no, bro. Nuke that shit. Like what is happening? Instead we're going for like a dude who the entire movie is it Eddie Brock? Am I thinking? I'm so stupid. Eddie Brock is Venom. I'm so fucking stupid. Who's the world's strongest man? I'm so stupid, everybody. Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall. I'm such a dumb chud. I'm the most dumb chud probably to ever exist. But Eddie Brock himself, human, no, he couldn't so. But like Venom, yeah, for sure. Venom's doing the Hulk thing with the champions eagle. Pow, pow, pow. Right? That's... What if I become Venom and take the chimp side? Ooh, shit. Planet of the Apes style. Started to think this is targeted. Why are you silencing me? That's why I modded QR. Is because QR kept getting auto-modded. And if you want, I'm honestly not opposed to like modding you. Just don't do any stupid shit if it becomes an issue. Like I'm cool with it. Actually, I'll just turn down the auto mod. I forgot I can do that. Claims. There's a claims tab on my videos. I need to look. I've never seen that tab before. This is new on the live. Interesting. I've seen the claims tab. I haven't been auto claimed except for that one time. Let me go into the settings real quick. I don't think I can modify it, actually. I'm not sure. Who knows? I don't want to deal with it. Ugh. I don't even know how to. Okay. We'll consider it. Oh, wait. I just saw some awesome Venom art for a second. Oh, God. That's some awesome... Eddie Brock Carnage. That was the comic. Guys, like, I'm so glad superhero comics are a thing because, like, it's just an excuse to do freaking roided out people and, like, put it on a page and, like, skin tight suits. Like, I'm so glad that was... We were, as a society, we were like, oh, yeah, this is fine. This is okay. Let's keep going with it. Let's see. We need a curve right here. Do I be neurotic and make it 1930 seconds? Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. It's crazy how much language has changed. Where did we go from? How did we get here? How did we get here? Wait, where's this conversation topic from? Are we switching gears? I saw your Morningstar comment again. I just wanted to rant about it more. I looked in chat and I saw it, and it just kind of made me a little bit angry. Not in a bad way though, in a funny way, in a funny, silly way. Language has changed quite a bit. Skibbity Riz, Ohio. Type beat. 6-7. What did I say the other day? Fries covered in cum? Hey, 6-7. Something like that. Morningstar is hilarious. I'm surprised that weapon even exists. I'm not totally surprised because, like, you know, big heavy metal thing to dent in armor. It's just like, I'm surprised that it was an option for gladiatorial combat. Okay, that's 21/32. I should have labeled this a little bit better. 21/32. So this is 16th. 21/32. Excuse me? Wait, what? Do you get auto-modded again? No, okay, no. The Morningstar? The freaking metal thing on a stick? With a chain? Perhaps? My stream glitched? Uh-oh, what is this? When you're fired off your own movie, but at least your replacement has a sense of humor about it by Screen Puff? Dude, I'd be happy with 60k views. What the hell? I'll shit on the Morningstar. Not act like physically, but like verbally. Let me Google the Morningstar to make sure I'm like hating on the right thing. Weapon. Oh, okay, wait. No. I retract my statement. I was thinking about the one with the chain. I thought chain, it comes with chain. Metal ball and stick is pretty good. I won't hate on it too much. I retract my statement. Metal ball and stick is pretty meta. I won't lie. But you don't have, you know, it's still not as good as spear because you don't have, you know, you could do that. It's a little bit stupid though because it's metal ball and stick. You only have like a couple spikes. But Morningstar generally, like no chain. I mean, hell, give me some of the shrooms that the Vikings were taking and let me at them with that, right? I feel like I could do some crazy stuff. Imagine the psychopath who invented the Morningstar with chain. Like this metal ball and stick is good, but let's make it a little bit unpredictable. Let's get a little bit jazzy with it. And what kind of pizza did you have, Pires? This is important. This is the most important thing, actually. And then 15/16 right here. Dude, this is gonna suck. Actually, we do know techniques to make this a little bit easier now. Let's get that timer out of here. I say we finish this pseudo-ortho, and then we make another face, and then we finish the pseudo-ortho, we do the Dles, and then we work on the other face, and then we could start plotting orthos. I'd be happy on the orthos day 2. Potatoes and sausage like last time. I gotta try this potatoes and sausage pizza. I've never had a potato on top of a pizza. I do forever miss Italian pizza though. Would you kill me if I was like, Papa John's is better? Like, would you think of me differently? Okay. 7/8 is looking pretty gangster for this, but I put it lower for some odd reason. Maybe because I'm silly stupid. But I'd be happy putting it like even a little bit further back. Like, why did I do 15/16? Why didn't I move it up here, closer to the 3/4 mark? To the 23:30 seconds. How's our fight? Did you guys have fun doing it? It was fun largely. It was just really difficult for me. Bear's still going at it. TS Block, I think, maybe still be going at it. QR, I think, is finished. Puras is working on his last, which I hope that one's going well, Puras. Holy shit! Noel from the Frog Pond made an awesome drawing. Really good stuff. That's epic. Bird said excuse me in all caps and then left, and I'm scared I fucked up. I want to join for one of the years of this year. I wasn't ready. Wasn't ready in what capacity? I kind of like it going back here a little bit. No, I'm still here. Huge. Huge. I didn't say anything too stupid. So what I think we're going to do here, there's another aspect I want to solidify before I start drawing other people's characters. I think that is not a good notion to live by, personally. There are so many aspects of my art that I wanted to solidify before drawing other people's characters. Hello, still here. I'm gonna get got for that one. Yeah, you did. The come on 6-7 thing caught me off guard. Got. Is here, wait, let me check. I just realized I didn't see chat on stream. Okay, no, Twitch chat is still working. Guys, nuke me if it breaks. But you know, I don't think there's anything like, of course it's your life, but if you keep setting barriers for yourself to, oh, I can only draw XYZ once I become good at 6-7, then yeah, right, like you're never gonna draw ever. You're gonna draw so little. Like you're gonna die in approximately 7 seconds, and in those 6 or 7 seconds, you're never gonna get to draw the drawings you want because you've set an arbitrary standard for what you can or can't do. Is this a different version of Byte of 87? The Gum of 67? Oh, that's really good. Oh, I like that a lot, Bear. I would like to like draw something funny to accommodate that, but there's not much I can do in that regard. I don't think. Was that the Cum of 87? That's pretty good. Oh my god. Fuck, I think I fucked something up because I was laughing. Why does that have to happen? That's like the combination of the worst things ever. TS Block clip that. That's really good. I was talking to Bear, I was talking to Spice last night, and I was like, I fear that I'm not actually fun. Like, I think about this a lot. I'm not actually funny. I just riff off of what like the funniest people in chat say, which is usually like Bear, QR, Bird, you know, whatever. I was like, I fear that I'm just like, I'm not funny. It's just them cracking shit and me saying it out loud. Like I'm the person that says the joke out loud. How's it going, Riptide? Hope you're well. Um, how's your day going? I already said that, but that kind of just confirmed it. The come of this Riptide. I need you to clip something. It's the come of 67. You're funny. Don't worry. Thank you guys. This is actually me fishing for compliments. I actually didn't. I'm actually not concerned about it. No. This, proportionally, this seems longer, right? Should we push it back to 3/4? You're so funny, King. Oh my gosh, guys, stop. Ha ha ha. You also don't need to be funny at all. True. I could just sit here and be like, actually, well, I mean, come 6/7 is like pretty fucking easy though. Let's be real. Like, if you can't make come 6/7 funny, what are you doing? I want to push it back like over here, but it's like a 64th. And I'm not sure. I don't think I'm built for that. I really don't. That may be the move. Wait, what did I miss? You missed the come of 67, but it's okay. We'll be playing Five Nights at Kavel's during the break, so you don't need to worry. You'll get to see it then. Oh no. During the bite of 87 when the screen goes black and you hear the crunch noise. Sorry, like I'm just thinking about the logistics of what it would sound like. My bad. My bad. Oh, it's too easy. It's really, we were made for this. We're here for this. This is why, exactly. I can, like, imagine, like, a comical noise like I'm sorry. We need a BRB soon. Guys, this is, screw late night Kavel. Oh, Spice, perfect timing. Actually, kind of bad timing. You missed the best bit, probably of the month. However, we've been ringing it out a little bit, so I'll leave it to TS Block to clip it and ship it to you. I'm mixing a drink right now. I'm about to take a sip. How are you doing, Spice? I hope you're well. Should we bring back the jungle mix from earlier, guys? How are we feeling? Everybody say thank you, TS Block. Thank you. I don't want to project our need to for him to clip, but I'm doing well. How's the stream? I think we're doing okay. We've ranged from Jordan B. Peterson to social media and the virtues to come 6/7. I don't know what's next, but I'm pretty excited. I realize I probably didn't need to stream this early. This fucker, the person I'm going to the movies with, he wants to eat Chili's at fucking 4 o'clock. Okay, it's 4:45, I think. But like, brother, he eats like a grandma. I swear on it. Let me double check the time. He's like, every time I ask him to eat, I'm like, yeah, can we do like 6 or 7? And he's like, 4:45. I know who. Jungle Beats. Let's do some Jungle Beats. Skeletor, welcome. I may have to ban the word 6/7. I didn't expect it to pop off this much. Poor Riptide. I feel bad for Riptide. I just showed my password on my screen. I hope that didn't pop up for you guys. Otherwise, you have the password to my Bandcamp. Dude, crazy change in music. I should have prompted that. Oh, yes! Oh, get hyped, guys. This is my favorite. I'm turning it up. 6/7 isn't a word. It's a number. It's a word, bro. How do you spell it? SIX space SEVEN. I'd be fucked if that's not a word. I'm leaving? Probably for the best. Anyways, bass drop. In a second. Let's see, this can be 46, so 47. 64ths. Actually, 6/7 is 2 words. True. Well, actually, it's a numerical value. I'm gonna ban everybody. I can't see what's playing Tomato Toss. I fucked it up because I switched from Spotify to my media player. I'm so sorry. You can, however, do exclamation point music. No, because it's still. I hate Windows. I hate Windows so much. It's Soul Sound System by Soundboy Fi Dead from volume Jungle Fatigue Volume 3. I'm so sorry it's not working right now, and I really don't know how to fix it. Nice bot, dude. Fuck you, man. It's also not working on YouTube. There's one behind you, watch out. Man, oh, I need to find a... I planned a bit last night. I need to figure out how to incorporate it. Kavel's Bits Incorporated. I think I see my failure as a person. The middle? This is 5.5, so that gives us 2.75. So here's the middle. So we do have some space. So this is correct. It just looks weird. Lock in your ticket for TwitchCon. Can someone pay for it? Do I cut Lopo breaks before the movie? Discuss. After the movie. Make him feel safe. Right? Be like, hey, I have to go to the bathroom before, like, while the previews are happening, and just cut his breaks. Twitch, this is a joke. Twitch, this is a funny joke. Twitch, do not get mad at me. Also, Bear, we may have a new member of the BLT. I'm not sure. I didn't want to, like, strong-arm him into it by asking him if he wants to join the BLT, but he expressed interest. NoQuest, the person who joined our server last night. He is a very different time zone, though, so it may be a bit hard to coordinate. Also, everybody, we're going to be watching a movie. It's going to be BLT night. What does BLT stand for? Bacon, lettuce, tomato. Bear taught me this word. Basically, you know how people, like, we have the acronym LGBTQ+. People who want to be, like, kind of lame about saying it. They're like, LGBT, that's BLT. Like, they're being reductive. But queer communities have had kind of reclaimed the word, and so BLT is more of like a funny allusion to LGBTQ+, right? I finally said it without stuttering. Let's go. And so Bear and I were talking about it in Minecraft one day, and I was like, oh, we need something to name our club where we watch gay movies and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, BLT. So, is he the Lego Dino guy? I snooped his YouTube channel. The Lego Dino guy. I don't know. Quest? I could be very wrong. I don't think so. He has a YouTube page? I love this song so much. I'm just a guy who builds Lego dinosaurs for fun. I'm such a fake fan. What's the next movie? It's going to be... I sent it to Mod Lobo last night because I invited him, but he may not be able to make it. Victor Vittoria, 1982. I will read the IMDb right now. The IMDb goes as such, once it loads. A struggling female soprano in 1934 Paris finally finds work after posing as a female impersonator, but it complicates her personal life when visiting Chicago gangster finds himself inexplicably attracted to the seemingly male performer. So it is a female who dresses as a male and who has, I believe, their like instructor or something is gay. And it's about, you know, finding work in Hollywood by changing/disguising their sex / gender. I've had a queer Dutch film. Ooh, mix of French and English. Ooh. Okay, drag queen. Wait. Is it in Dutch? That'd be so huge if it was in Dutch, and I could have English subtitles. Totally fine if not. We're rocking. I don't like these measurements too much, but that's okay. I forgive them. But yeah, we'll be watching that movie tomorrow night after stream, I think. If my internet craps itself, we may have to find someone else to stream it. But it shouldn't. Just, there's Dutch in it. Let's go. Hoe gaat je? I'm kind of getting okay with the fricatives. I'm getting more used to it. Day 3, day 4 of the fricatives. Hooghat, goed. Yeah, goed. I still, when they're paired next to each other, I suck. But I can throw it like goedemorgen. I can kind of do that one. Goedemiddag or whatever. I'm still bad, but like it's getting better. I'm a little bit more better. I don't know if I ever saw a truly LGBT focused movie other than the Serbian one. Can you tell I'm just chatting to avoid intersections? Get to it. However, we do always love more suggestions for the BLT. Everybody who's in the server, if you're interested in participating in the BLT, go to the thing that says channels and roles, and you can choose to join a club. And I actually haven't clicked on those roles yet, so there we go. I'm now part of the club. I was gonna do it as part of the onboarding thing where it forces you to pick one, or like it shows you the menu. I just didn't. I don't know. I'm lame. I may make it as a thing to where like you should visit, like you know how there's to-dos when you join a server, visit the things for optional stuff. I also moved the NSFW chat, the figure drawing chat, to that because I didn't want people joining the server and not reading the full rules and clicking it. So yeah. But Bird, you are totally welcome to join. You just click channels and roles, or you know, you just ask me to assign you the role, and I can do that as well. However, sadly, I'm not sure if it'll work with your time zone because we're gonna be like I think it'll be like let's see, let's say best case we watched at like 7 o'clock. So what is that? 2 a.m. Throw you in huge. We also have a language learning club. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Club BLT. I want to find a bisexual focused movie, but sometimes movies represent that weirdly, focused on one gender or something like that. We need a bisexual horror movie where they're just dating everybody, going crazy with it. Fucking no respect for one relationship or the other. That's the only way. Because all bisexual. No, I'm kidding. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. But you know, I actually another thing, but I haven't seen that. There's that horror movie with two gay actors. The two main characters, not actors, I guess, but the two main characters are gay. Anyone knows what I'm doing? That track ID. What's going on? Oh, you don't hear any music yet because it's bugging. I'll give you that track ID. It is currently Pulsar 1, Unforeseen Consequences. It's on VLC. Wait, I could just go into the list. Pulsar. Element OP. What? Machud? Why did that get modded? Let me in that too. The language one. We got you. It's mainly just Bear and I. Bear is learning. Bear, do you care if I say what you're learning? I know it's a bit of a secret, kind of. I'm not sure if other Bear family members watch the Kavel Draws channel. I really mind. Bear's learning Tagalog. So you see both of us just kind of post dailies. Also, QR, you probably use Bandcamp more than me. Earlier today, I was looking at buying this album. It was €4, and then I signed in my account as €10. Like what? Bear's kind of like language mocking me. She's much better at pronouncing the G fricative, and was mogging me last night. I literally thought it was AI, but it was her. I'm such an idiot. Two, like she has like all these resources and stuff set up for learning language, and she has like a huge ass Anki deck, which is really cool. I need to get on her level. She's a big inspiration for real for learning all this. I replayed it and it didn't sound like the audio at all with your G fricative. Great, the sample isn't documented, and now I'm going to search for it manually. Holy. I would ask, like, what sample are you looking for, but, like, I wouldn't help, and you would have to, like, spend a minute describing it to me, so yeah. Goedemorgen. My gut and my fricatives are much softer, so it's, like, southern Dutch, but I think that's okay, because if I really force it, it sounds really bad. I think it's just more air. Goeden, oh my god. It's not even Goeden, it's Goede. I just put the E in there because Guten Morgen, right? From German. Guten Morgen. As long as it's passable, right? My goal, if I go to the Netherlands, is to convince someone that I'm a native speaker. That happened in Portugal a lot on accident because the greeting there is just bom dia, and I'd be like bom dia, whatever, and then they would start talking to me in Portuguese. I'm like, oh fuck, like I got too far. This isn't good. Meanwhile, in Germany, they'd be like hello, and I'd be like hello, and then they would start talking to me English. I'm like, is my shit not good enough? What the hell? It's okay. Like the conversation was gonna end up in German anyways. Don't get it twisted. Like that was the only natural conclusion. But still. Or did I say English? Whatever. What's with the general consensus in Netherlands with foreigners trying to speak Dutch? I actually don't know that. I haven't looked into that. Okay, partially because it's a very good thing to know. Partially because I'll be disappointed if they're like, we hate foreigners who try to speak our language and fuck up. No one's ever like that. I'm not gonna actually no. I feel like there's one country I know of that could happen. But I'm not gonna say it for obvious reasons. But I know a super majority of people in the Netherlands speak English, right? But this is one of my roommate arguments. He argued like, so like you're just a visitor, you don't have to learn the language. I'm like, brother, it's like a sign of respect. And then he like likened it to like a crazy like, oh well, if I invited you over for dinner and I was like, a sign of respect is like sucking my dick, would you do that? Yeah, I don't think that was the exact argument, but pretty closely aligned. Yo, Slashcut, what a perfect time to join. How are you doing? I was just speaking English to people. That's legit. But yeah, so I'm always still, very much a person that I never want to break any cultural norms. If you're like, hey, you have to shoot this person to actually like enter this restaurant, I'm like, okay, bom dia, like fucking. That's that's what's got to be done. I'll do it. How are you doing, Slash? Slash, last I heard you were going on a walk. I hope your walk was good. I hope it was the most refreshing walk of possibly all time. Which also, QR, I'm surprised that because this is the most mainstream, probably like jungle album ever, and it's not documented. You met your aunt uncle on the way. Oh, huge. Little family visitation. Yeah, I think this is all going to be arbitrary because I don't really want to deal with it otherwise. Guys, I'm going to be so big belly tonight. I'm already hungry. I've only had like probably 600, 700. Okay, I actually didn't mean for that. I've only had like 600 or 700 calories today. So like I'm going to destroy food later. It's gonna be freaking delicious. Sickening even. This could probably be shortened, but that's most of a thing. Maybe this should be smaller, actually, I think. Methinks. Oh, for sure. Let's drop this Jonathan to like my original guess of 7, I think is good. Let's drop it to 7. Guys, I was thinking about it. If we ever get like this is a sustainable job for me and we have excess of money, I would totally hire TS Block to be a clipper for the channel. I feel like that'd be so legit. As long as TS Block finds join it. Like, I'd be like, you get to own the channel and I'll give you money on the side. Or something, I don't know. If I want to move there, I'd have to say stay in Eindhoven or I don't even know how to pronounce the second one. I've only heard of Eindhoven. The kittens are absolute demons. We love them, though. Specifically for that. Are they orange? That's a factor. Why would you have to stay in either of those places? It's totally fine if you're not comfortable sharing it. I've heard lots of talk of Eindhoven, though. One has an orange face. There it is. That's how they sneak up on you. I love orange cats. We actually currently have a stray orange cat, a neighborhood stray, that we're going to be taking to go to the vet soon. He's chunky. The electronic companies are mostly there. There's one that my dad has been recommending me because he has actually a couple friends over there in the tech district. He named a specific city. One was Eindhoven, but I can't remember the other one. There's the HQ of an XP. I don't even know what an XP is, but I believe it. Sounds very, very technical. I have an absolute orange cat. She's 12 and climbs on top of the garage. That sounds like orange cat behavior. Okay, guys, I say this is pretty successful. What we're going to do is a 3-minute ad break. We're going to come back, do some of the Dles, and then I'll make the grand decision if we will continue drawing or we'll call it for the day. So, be right back, everybody. I haven't been to the Netherlands, of course, but like the prospect of being in one of the bigger cities is a little bit scary to me. So I wouldn't be too opposed to one of the more outlying, business oriented cities. But I could definitely understand. Oh my god, that's my forehead. Why is okay, dude. I'm so blue, by the way. Probably the most blue streamer to ever exist. Let's see, what happens if we go over here? Cool, let's be less blue. I'm okay with less bluing it now. Oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Oops. Cool. Can we get a little bit warmer? Oh, we can't. Wow, I'm just blue. Was it my camera settings that I messed with that one time? I'm blue. Guys, if I was green, let's just say things would not be that good. Let's change this up a little bit. Where's my Longitude, please? Longitude, the worst. Like, it doesn't even show up on your taskbar or anything. You have to grab it and say, hey, temperature. The temperature's already crazy warm. Auto white balance. Let's throw it in there and just see what happens. I'm not any wider, brother. Okay, that's just not helping. Saturation, sharpness. Those would have to be a color adjustment, wouldn't it? Sample located. It's fucking Hostile by Pantera. Ooh. Child of Malkov. Yo, what we doing? What's up, Malkov? I've continued your sketch of... do I spoil... No, I'm not going to spoil who it is. I actually really love them, though. So I'm very happy to draw them. For the first time ever, I've drawn a human that I didn't hate. Not the character, but like the drawing. Like I'm actually having quite fun with this sketch. I don't want to ask any questions because I don't want to spoil who I'm drawing, but I'm having a lot of fun, Malkov. Thank you very much for donating, and thank you for giving me such a fun splay of characters to draw. But we're doing some of the Dles right now. We're taking a break from Lesson 6 in Drawbox. And today, we're doing the Anything Grid. And we need to find a niche thing that is the combination of both science and fiction. Yes. Okay, don't get your hopes up too much. Like, it is me drawing a human. Let's get real, right? But I'm having quite fun. While you guys come up with some answers for this and do the work for me, I'm going to go here, right-click Facecam, go to Filters, add a color adjustment. Let's do color correction. Then we're going to go in here for the color correction, and we're going to hue shift down to make me a little bit more yellow. Okay, that's purple. That's green. What is happening? Guys, I'm red because I'm angry. I don't think we're fixing this. Okay. Maybe a little bit over here. I'm a little bit less blue. Oh my god. Oh my god. We'll go here. I think I feel more blue, but it's okay. Finding samples has to be the most satisfying thing you could do. I'll stop. No, keep talking about it. That's totally chill. But like, I can also tell you're very much trying to stray away from your intersections because finding samples is also a time-consuming task. Get back to your work. Get back to your drawbook. I can smack you with a ruler. Science fiction, everybody. Yes. What's a very niche thing in science fiction? I feel like, do we have any Star Trek heads in chat? I feel like you could do something really powerful here. Flux capacitor is probably like the most obvious answer, right? So we need something not as crazy as that. We're going to change up the music again. I've been having fun. You know, I did spend $20 on these albums this morning, but I do want to reel it back just a little bit. Go back to something a little bit more chill. Let's do some 80s Japanese city pop. Thoughts? It's loading. Hopefully this fixes the music widget being broken. Kavel can't code a single thing. I would like to blame Windows though. Quasars or quantum objects. I feel like, okay, I like the opportunity. So there's the Alcubierre warp drive. So let's do the Alcubierre warp drive. Let me see if I'm spelling it correctly. Yep. It's a proposed thing to like travel across space. There we go. Please give me a niche. Deep cut, fuck. We could have done better. Digital fiction. I'm already like not mentally here. Fiction elevated. Tool elevated. Record science. We could do one of the niche records from, I feel, wait, okay, digital fiction. I want to put, just because we can. The hell's elevated fiction? I don't know, maybe a fiction that takes place in a high place. Or it's elevated, it's amongst its peers is popular, which would be antithetical to the purpose of this game. Wi-Fi and hi-fi. Okay, I see. Sci-fi, Wi-Fi, hi-fi. Digital fiction. Tool digital. Let's go, I'm going through like the cybersecurity tools in my head. What's the most niche one I've used? We could do shonen. That's pretty popular though. Oh, not shonen. Shodan. Sorry, shodan. Shodan website. A website. Yeah, maybe. If this mainstream, I quit. Okay, there we go. Digital fiction. What's the It's called War Games. The movie. Fuck. Another deep cut. Let's go for a digital record. Let's go the album that we were just listening to, right? Jungle Jungle, what's the T word there? I'm not tirade. Jungle, no, it's F. Jungle, okay, I'm looking at it. Jungle Fatigue. Album, please. Fine, we'll go even further. We'll go for the group that posts it. Jungle Fatigue crew. See if there's an album. Damn. Okay, Elevated. I really don't know what to do with her Elevated. Let's see. Science Record. Any of you guys watch Let Me Know and the Let Me Know video on all the stuff that we've sent to space? Right? Because there's the golden disc. That's like probably one of the highest up there. But also this could be like records as in like achievements, right? There's Dykstra. Yo, holy crap, bird. Holy, new bird art just dropped in the Discord. Check that out. Holy moly. Good stuff. I love how you animated your signature as well. That's awesome. Digital science record. Guys, what's no one solved a millennium problem, right? This is my first animation. I don't know if it looks like anything. I think it looks great. You said this was a commission? Science record. Especially for a first animation, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, because the NP complexity theory, if someone solves one NP hard or like one millennium problem, you'd probably figure out a lot of them. We discovered that time can be defined as a measure of a system's entropy, but that's no record. But you probably, I mean, Nobel, right? Is definitely probably involved with that. Science record. The fastest. Oh, okay, this is crazy. It's called a galactic. Not numbers. We could do galactic numbers. Galactic algorithm. Ooh, okay. There we go. Some algorithms are so like basically there's some algorithms out there. Oh god, I'm not even trying to pronounce that. It has the longest genome. Ooh. Is there another one? I kind of screwed you over. Let's see if we could tuck that into digital. Probably not. Yeah, okay. Dang it. I kind of stole yours for that. My apologies. According to Guinness World Record. A galactic algorithm, basically all algorithms can be measured as a function of like how much time it takes to complete based on the input. This is what we call time complexity. And there's also like spatial complexity and stuff, but we're not going to talk about that. And there are some problems that can be solved only in a certain amount of time given input. So there's, O of n squared, which means it takes a quadratic amount of time to solve. Meanwhile, there's a linear amount of time, O of n, right? And so our goal as computer scientists and software developers is to basically crunch down both the spatial and time complexity so these algorithms can be solved the most efficiently. And so there's some ways of solving problems out there that have as kind of optimized time complexity as possible, but the spatial complexity, the amount of compute / RAM is like crazy high. And so those are galactic algorithms. They're just so fucking huge, right? So that's we all learned a little something today. Let's go for, let's see, a digital record. Maybe some lab equipment for science tool. There's so many true. I do like the it's what you use to measure the viscosity of a thing. Refractometer. Oh, there we go. I use a refractometer to get the density, or not the density, but basically the quality of the lubricant that we used in our milling machines. So there you go. And to make sure it wasn't like bad. Let's do digital record. What's a digital record? This could be a record of something. So we could do like the library. What is it called? Digital library of everything. Library of Babel. This is a website that you can go and it's literally like everything. Niche. Guys, we're crazy today. Gutenberg. Oh, the Gutenberg Bible. Is that what you're thinking? Oh, Guten, yeah, wait, no, not the Gutenberg. Yeah, I know exactly what you're mentioning. Elevated fiction. What are we gonna do here? We could do Skypiea from One Piece. One Piece season 8. Guys, I'm seeing some niche on the board today. This is not too shabby. What's the scoring again? Niche is the best, right? Oh, and I don't want stats. I don't want to sign in with my Google account. How to play. No, we went obscure. Oh, whatever. I'm still feeling pretty good about it. However, we're only in the 8. We were sub 90 yesterday. Let's see. Elevated tool. A tool that you use high up. What's the tool that they use? We're going to learn something today. Tool that electric windmill operators use to stay safe. Here we go. Fall protection harness. That's pretty up there. A descent device. Manual wire, a truth. Oh, wait. Peak fiction implies the existence of carnivorous fiction. Oh, shit. Or cavernous, my bad. I was like, that doesn't make sense in my head after carnivorous fiction. Carnivorous fiction is like fucking Shield Hero. Cavernous. Did I say carnivorous? Dude, maybe I do have dyslexia. Okay. Crazy pick. This is a little bit silly. What if we just put OSHA? I feel like we can glitch it here. Sure, we're metagaming a little bit. Okay, fuck you. I'm going to eat you now. Dude, what the hell? Work cages is another one. Let's skip this one for now. A elevated record. Cav reads what he wants to read. It doesn't matter what you guys put in chat. At the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna come up with more fun stuff. Can we admit that a carnivorous fiction is quite interesting as well? Guys, you have any takes for elevated tools or records? Elevated record, I'm thinking, is like the most fun record, right? What if, okay, wait. Oh. Wanhu. If you guys don't know Wanhu, you don't know anything. Oh, it's only niche, man. I played Wanhu a little bit ago. It's the back in like ancient China, there was I'm not sure if it was an emperor or something that strapped a bunch of fireworks to a chair, supposedly, right? I'm not sure if this story is even real. And launched himself into the air. I'll read you the account. He wanted to go up into the heavens, and here's the account. The story concerns an imperial Chinese officer referred to as Wanhu. In order to realize his dream of reaching the heavens, he sat on a chair with 47 rockets tied to it, holding a kite in each of his hands and flying into the sky after his servants were ordered to light the fuses to his rockets. But the rockets exploded. When the air cleared, Wanhu was gone. That's really good. That's pretty freaking good. Okay. What's an elevated instrument, please? Or tool, sorry. Oh yeah, there's AI renditions of this. That's exactly what I wanted to Google. Thank you. Of Wanhu's story. What an icon. We love him. He was a visionary. Sadly, he probably fucking got, like, think about it. He disappeared, and like, there's not an account in there of like seeing body parts or viscera. So that guy got misted. He got actually like vaporized. I think my cat's meowing because he wants to come in here. Give me a quick second. You come up with an elevated tool. Hello? Cats be meowing and shit. Who knows? Elevated tool. Any takers? Robotic arms in the ISS. Ooh. You're so creative for that. Dexter. Oh, insane. Once again, this is our average. We got 96 yesterday. So thank you very much, Malakov. That was a great pick. Obscure? Microscope is obscure? Are you high? What were the obscures? Norma, don't know. Minoscope? These people are metagaming. Yeah, sure, microscope. What? Crane? Deep cut? Harry Potter mainstream, good. Archive of Our Own. I've heard of it. I don't really know this. Spotify mainstream, yeah. Nobel Prize is notable? Dude, what are we doing? Anyways, game build time. What do we got here? Ooh. This looks so familiar. Fanfiction. Ah, I see. Is this Deus Ex? It couldn't be. No, that's not Deus. Just the orange is throwing me off. Give me something. Fear! Oh my god, it's Fear. I'm so stupid. I should have gotten it. I'm just gonna assume it's the first Fear. Okay. I'm so stupid, guys. I should have noted, but like this. Come on. Okay. Shout out. Is this The Division? No. What is... Oh, is this Nier? Get Lobo in here. Is this Nier? Oh! Okay, it's a Nier. Yo! Oh, Lobo's not here. Nier's Lobo's favorite game franchise. On to character. What do we got going on here? Guy with boots. Guy with boots, who are you? Guy with a big sword and boots. So is this Cloud? I'm not sure what his last name is. Is this a Final Fantasy? Who is this? Who are you? Where are we? Bro? Wow. This is definitely Delano. Is this your domain? Possibly? I have no clue. Let's see if we can get a game in here. Black Clover. Oh! Holy. Good call. We've had 2 anime recently. We had Gojo yesterday. Why does it look so short? Okay, emotional radiation, futuristic, atmospheric. Emotional radiation. Story-rich, mobile base building, human cloning, also planet, lethal sunrise, crew management, daily schedules. Bro, I don't know these strategy games. You're killing me. You need to finish that show? JJK is quite fun. It is pretty damn... The animation's kind of unparalleled. Episode 6 or 5 or 6 of the most recent season. Oh. Or are you talking about Black Clover? Should I watch it? Quantum computer, science fiction. I really don't know. Well-shaped base resource management. It's pink. We're pink? RimWorld? RimWorld wouldn't have a pink, but that's a good choice. Pink cover. I'm going RimWorld, but like, yeah. Because I can literally see the RimWorld logo because I see it on Steam all the time. But I guess we'll just throw it in there. Hail Mary, right? It was, ooh. Altars. The Altars. Interesting. I like this guy. Whoever he is. Interesting. Okay, what are we at here? Is this RuneScape? No, it couldn't be. Stop giving us some bullshit. Is this Dragon Quest, maybe? 1997. FF Tactics. QR's on that. QR Final Fantasy Tactics. There we go. Holy moly. QR's insane with it. I really like the art style. Good stuff. 4x3. We're gonna hit a quick refresh. Here, we're gonna... Yesterday we failed because I'm a chud. So here we go. Porcupine book, cactus, spiky things. Arrest, indict, arrange, schedule, fight, country. Interesting. Fight, arrest, indict. Oh, arrange, schedule, book. I'm not sure if I go with the arrange, schedule, book. Wait, you book someone, you arrest someone, you indict them? So maybe, okay, maybe it is. Maybe the book's the common word. Country, book, don't know. Yeah, book, schedule, arrange. Yeah, okay, wait, no. Booking as in the verb. I'm the chud. Thank you very much. Oh, the timer doesn't start until you click the first time. Thank you, Hank. Amazing. Okay. Book, book, fight, country. Following a word, right? Because sometimes the purple things with spines. You're insane. Cactus has a spine. Book club, country club, fight club. You guys are insane. You guys are actually insane. Huge. We did it together, guys. Spiny. I see. We, with your help. We did this. Holy moly. Color game. No, you guys sadly can't help me with this. Hopefully we just don't get a bunch of desaturated colors. Give me the most saturated color. Oh. It's almost like terracotta. The mentals are shot. It's over. Everybody leave. Okay, we broke a 9. Face your fears, young Padawan. I fell off the horse yesterday, and now we gotta hop back on. Here we go. Green, blue, saturated. A little bit more towards the greens. Very bright. Not too shabby. A little bit brighter. Not too shabby. We're making it back today, maybe. Blue. Let's not get too cocky. Blue, tiny bit of purple. Saturated darker. I lost it. Guys, I lost it. I lost it. It's over. Oh, we broke a 9. Let's go. Holy. What was I off most on? 62. Yeah, okay. I was just off on everything pretty evenly. Oh, yes. Okay. Yellow, green. Yellow, tiny green. Tiny bit of green. Darker, saturated. Woo-hoo-wee! How is that a 9? No offense. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, like numbers-wise, but human eyes-wise, it's definitely not a 9. Okay. Little bit of yellow. Saturated medium green. Trying to commit it to memory. I lost it, but that's okay. Ooh. Hey, today was a 45. A 46. Ooh. A 46. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I need to like metagame and figure out like where I lose the plot. How many photoreceptor cells are in a single human eye? Cells, interlinked. 400 million. We're going in the millions. Or the 100 millions. I would wager, let's go 100 million. 150 million. Oh, shit. We're back. We're back, guys. Holy crap. We're so back. This shit's eating up my RAM. That's good to see. Magnitudal, you'll always have my heart. The Dles. Or sorry, the Scrandles. What do we got here? We got loaded fries with beef, brisket, pickles, cheese, and chipotle mayo. That's actually not too bad, but those fries just don't look cooked enough. It's really upsetting. New Zealand, I love you. I love you so much, New Zealand, and I've always wanted to visit you, but this isn't enough. Or the shoyu chicken and kaula pork platter. I hate, what's this lettuce called? Oh wait, no, Bear says it's good. Okay, I hate these, whatever these are called. I forget the name. I'm forgetting the name. Do I trust this Bear? Because this looks mighty okay. We'll go over here. I trust Bear's opinion. However, it is 13 pounds and it is in the US. So that's what, like $16, $17? But we'll go over here. Your choice. I don't know. Bear recommendations do sway my opinion. Let's see. We have char sweet. Ooh. Lemon garlic chicken flatbread. Fuck. And we're not voting, so this is like legit. This is what happens. Oh god. Oh god, guys. These are brand photos. Pork bao buns. Fuck. Lemon garlic chicken flatbread. Yeah, but no! Oh, you're making me pick. I picked my favorite. Okay, well, stop it. Stop it with your favorite. Okay, we're doing brand photos now. Okay. Come on, England. Barbecue pork burrito. Jackfruit is available. Okay. Or Sunday dinner. This is going to win. The picky eaters over. The Yorkshire pudding. Holy moly. Bombay chicken curry or beef chili. Oh. I'm gonna go over here because I'm a big curry fan. Too bad. I need to stop picking things I like. Today's a difficult day, guys. Breakfast special or a battered fish sandwich. I'm gonna go for the breakfast. Okay. Today's not my day. Okay, here we're back to the. Okay, we're going for 1 out of 10 today. I'm gonna click the thing I don't think is correct. The Scotch egg. I don't think people are gonna pick. There we go. I'm throwing off the statistics today. I don't think people are gonna pick the Sunday dinner. I don't think people are going to pick the burger. Hoi yo yo! What? Apple mince pie crumble or burger. No one's gonna pick the burger. We're hitting 2 out of 10 today. I'm doing everybody a service by fucking up this average so bad. UK's lack of taste. Today was a 5. That's pretty dang low compared to the average. I'm a fallen scranner. I want to hit a 0 out of 10 one day. Let's do the cuddle. The 250th day of cuddle. Happy birthday, cuddle. I guess it's not birthday. Let's see. There's a lot of mass down here, so I would like to do maybe here. Just kidding. I'm not in the zone though, so. I didn't see the free patty. I thought it was just a bun with a pickle. Let's go over here. Yeah, here. 50-50. Oh, but hey, we got a 48, so that's not bad. That's not bad. And finally, we have more or less. Caitlyn Jenner or AIDS? Don't make the joke, Kavel. Okay. Let's go AIDS. No, wait, celebrities go crazy. Celebrities go crazy. Fuck. How to screenshot a Mac that goes crazy. Let's not hit it a 3 out of 5 day. Let's not. Premiere Pro. Okay. Fuck you, Premiere, by the way. I hate you, Adobe. Hailey Bieber. Celebrities go crazy. Why are we Googling her so much, though? Is this a... Oh, Jacksepticeye! I have to click Jacksepticeye. We're going Jacksepticeye, please. I have pride that I clicked Jacksepticeye. I probably should have been more realistic about it, but maybe 10 years ago, probably. I don't know. J Balvin or Queen? Queen, please. Oh, fuck. Damn, shit. Time flies. Damn. Today's a 3 out of 5 day. Oh, I want Jid to be more popular, but I know it's lower just by that. Jack Black, please. Mog Jack Black. Respect to Jack Black, but come on. Troye Sivan, he's pretty, so I'll just click that, I guess. Okay, we're at a 20. We're 3 down right now. House of Gucci or Tangled. My sister really likes this movie. Oh, we're good. We're good. Wolf of Wall Street. Let's get those numbers up. 8.2. It's reasonable. DiCaprio film. The outfit. Who do we have in here? I don't know these names, so I don't think they're gonna... Wait, Simon Russell... Oh, okay. We're good. Green Lantern. Okay, I think we're safe. Guys, I'm gonna say it now, okay? I'm not sure what the reviews of the Spider-Man movie are yet. I'm coming in... My mentals are shot. I don't think it's gonna be a good movie, and I don't know why. Okay, I love Spider-Man so much. Probably my favorite superhero. I just... The best film in movie history. I hope you're talking about Green Lantern, because yes, Return of the King. Oh. I was hoping 9. That's pretty damn good. I was hoping you're talking about Green Lantern. Let's see, Vincent Van Gogh, please. Guys, sitting on a stool for this long with my sore-ass hamstrings, this is... Like, I'm going to stand up in a bit. Or, like, I'm going to be walking after stream because I've stood up several times. This shit is going to, like, I'm not going to be able to walk. Prototype. Oh, that's going to go crazy. Still in the box. Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast. If this goes... Okay. 4 figures is still pretty insane. Kobe Bryant rookie jersey. Let's get those numbers up, Brody. What's everybody's favorite movie? My favorite movie is Good Will Hunting. Songs the Beatles released, or most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes. Let's go songs, please. Never mind, I broke the website. Don't click too fast. 200? Really? Still. Still. Return of the King, already said it. Huge. Years Nelson Mandela was imprisoned. I'd be very upset if it was over 76. Prayers for Bobby is a solid second. What's Prayers for Bobby? Let me see. Prayers for Bobby. Prayers for Bobby. Adaptation of his true story, devout Christian Mary Griffith fights to cure her gay son. We just got a new submission for the BLT. Wait, let's continue. Wait, guys, new BLT movie? Okay, let's continue. Fights to cure her gay son, Bobby. Although he tries to please his mother, Bobby cannot change his lifestyle, and his depression leads to suicide. Mary questions her faith and searches for comfort, but after the church is unable to help her cope with Bobby's death, she seeks to understand her opinions of homosexuality for herself. Eventually, okay, I'm not going to say the ending. I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. You will cry so much. Probably. That seems like one that will fuck me up. Easy. Robots, and I stand by that. Robots is pretty damn good. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Rocky Horror Picture Show. What does that sound familiar? Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's called Classic Sweethearts Brad and Janet. I almost said Janet because I've been reading new names with my Dutch class. My Dutch busu. Stuck with a flat tire during a storm, discover the eerie mansion of Dr. Frankenfurter. Okay, Tim Curry. Okay. a transvestite scientist. As their innocence is lost, Brad and Janet meet a house full of wild characters, including a rocking biker, Meatloaf, and a creepy butler, Richard O'Brien. Through the elaborate dances and rock songs, Frankenfurter unveils his latest creation, a muscular man named Rocky. I'll add those in the BLT. Hell yeah. And I think it's essential viewing for a parent that doesn't accept their child for their sexuality. We will sit them down in a chair, force them to watch it Clockwork Orange style. Well, you haven't seen Rocky Horror? I haven't. These are all getting out of the... This is all going to the BLT. Get hyped, guys. Squares on a Scrabble board. Oh, no, I meant to click that. I meant to click squares on a Scrabble board. Oh, my God. These gays are distracting me, guys. What the fuck? Bump our score up by 1. Is that a movie night thing? So it's a queer media club that we have in our Discord. This was like 70 days, right? 100 days? 72, yep. I'll bump it up 1 point. I'm the gay agenda. I'm still at the top 36, despite fucking up. You know what? Huh? Interesting. Oh, okay. I see it. Yay. I'm happy. It's everywhere. Haxor, the gay agenda. What is that emote? I like that a lot. Pride paint. Hell yeah. I thought it was like a freaking, like a character puking out rainbows. I was like, oh, that's funny. I guess we'll do more orthos. That was a bird with a gay tail. It's from a Pride event on Twitch years ago. I guess we'll go over here. I'm gonna take a big sip of water, and we'll do some more of the ortho. I don't wanna, but like I do want to get finished with Drawbox, so that's always in my mind, right? I almost choked on that. Pause. Okay, let's head over here. Nice. That was fancy. Guys, oh my gosh, you can see my OBS. Don't look. Haha. Fuck. Okay, I just broke it. Let's move it over here. Let's get chat over here as well. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. That's nice. A bird with a gay tail. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I'm thinking of a character for that. What's a bird with like no color? I guess you could do like just, you know, the most mourning doves, right? Blend in with the environment. A mourning dove, but with like a pride tail would be pretty epic. Methinks. Doo-doo. Dodo? I just read that as doo-doo. My bad. Dodos are pretty gay. You got automoted for that. I'm gonna add pretty gay to the accepted words list. Oh, I thought that said robotic arms in the ass, and I had a stroke. Sorry, you got automodded, and I did not prevent that. Likely, I'm sorry. Also, welcome to the red team, Purus. Cool. Okay, we're gonna continue. I don't imagine working on this for like more than another 30 minutes. Just because I don't wanna. We have a good plan for tomorrow, though. Just a lot of these measurements, we're not going to use it all, right? Let me cross out the ones that I don't plan on using. Gamer music. Oh my goodness. I expected to be auto-modded for that one. Here, let me just, I'll mod you. I was keeping it a secret. Well, now you don't get any more secrets because you're added as a moderator. You're a standard moderator too. There we go. You've been fighting it. People who get bullied by automod, other than Kat, because she deserves some of her automods. I don't think we need this one. That's how we mod here. No crazy stuff. Behave yourself. Time to abuse his power. Right as I tell you to behave yourself. Come on. Guys, what should I... I'm assuming Chili's isn't an international chain. Have our European friends heard about Chili's? Do they know of this American restaurant? Don't think we have anything at the 7/16 mark. We need that. We need this. We need this. Do we need the 9/16? Nope. We need the 19 to 30 seconds though. Sir, this is a Chili's. I miss Chili's. That's real. Nope. Chili's is like a... I'm not gonna lie, they fell off before COVID, like really bad, and they're back, and they're better than ever. Like they have so many deals and stuff. It's actually like not... It's more expensive food, but it's still, yeah. Their lava cakes and chicken tortilla soup live in my heart forever. That and their I know people like, what are they called? The poppers or something? Not like the poppers I take, but the poppers, you know, that you eat. The food item. I'm not sure if they're called poppers, but yeah. Who knows? All I know is I love their salsa, which is crazy because like I'm a very particular person about salsa, and random place Chili's franchise wide ass restaurant makes some damn good salsa. It's crazy because like sometimes, you know, I'll like Ma and Pa, amazing place for tacos, but their salsa is like barded with cilantro. I'm like, what are we doing? Wait, what poppers do you take? What do you mean? What? I'm removing your mod so you get automated. Let me Google something real quick. What do you mean, guys? I just go to the store to buy VCR cleaner, okay? Like, I gotta keep my VCR clean. I gotta... We don't... Actually, I shouldn't be talking about this because of the content settings that we have on right now for Twitch. Retract everything I said. TS Block, scrub this from the VOD. TS Block controls the VODs now. Y'all are messy. I love it. Thank you, thank you. Anyways, we continue. Oh my god. Why is it glitching out? I'm so scared the frame that it's glitching out on is like a picture of me while I'm offline, like at my fucking chair, just like with my finger up my nose or something. Like I'm so worried that it's like, you know, the German naked thing that happened? Like it's that. Thankfully, I wear all of my clothes in my home, so I'm not at all times in the shower, in the pool. At the pool, I guess I should say. Here's thinking jalapeno. What do you... Wait, no, yeah, jalapenos, yeah. At this point, you've talked about picking your nose so much, you might as well do it on stream. Just get it over with. Picking my nose is like my catch-all for like... Because I've told you guys, I've had nightmares about showing up to stream naked. I've had more nightmares before I turned on my face cam about showing up to stream naked and like my face cam being on, even though I didn't have one at the time. And I was always like, I would wake up and be like, I would check the YouTube channel to make sure it didn't happen. I would check the Discord. Like it was only like 2 or 3 instances of this happening, but yeah. Phantom Germa thought exactly. Like it would mess me up bad. Girl, I think you may have OCD. Dude, I do. I have really bad OCD. Guys, while I was for university, I was making viruses and like really dangerous viruses, and I would have some nightmares of me like waking up in my nightmare to my computer being like the ransomware did and stuff like that. If someone donates 1K, you have to turn up to stream naked. Do you get that checked? OCD, no. So yeah, I should say like I'm not formally diagnosed with OCD, but like if there's ever been a person with OCD tendencies, it's this guy. But I should say now, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD or OCD. Jesus Christ. But like And you know, it's a bit moot to be like, oh, if I did go to the doctor, I would like. Let's be real. They would fucking be like, oh yeah, get this man. I mean, there's not much, you know, it's not to a degree where it's making my life more difficult. It used to when I was younger, and I have gone to therapy at least, and we've talked about it. Um, and I have engaged in some habits that have made me a bit more healthy with the habits. But yeah, I don't assume everything. I personally just assume I don't have anything that's not diagnosed. Interesting. Oh, here wait. Mover. Also, I bit my lip earlier today. I forgot for a second that you studied computer engineering and not biochemistry. I wonder about ASD though. I'm gonna get checked October 2nd. Huge. Yeah, I thought you just fallen admitted to war crimes. I was like, I was just gonna roll with it. Hey guys, keep me in check. I feel like I'm gonna cultivate a culture here where like you guys are willing to be like, hey streamer, that's a stupid take, and we can debate with it. So don't let me do war crimes, guys. That's not good. That's not acceptable. That's not good. Wait, no, viruses for computers. Sorry. I think it's fine to say if you feel like you have certain things as long as you don't act like you're diagnosed. Yeah, no. Or like, you know, my therapist, we've talked about, especially in the past when I was in therapy in childhood, like ways of mitigating those, you know, compulsive behaviors when they pop up, um, and addressing it through a lot of exposure therapy and things like that. A lot of sensory issues were born of it. But now I'm largely doing a lot better. Let's do a little bit of math. 2 by 5. I guess we could just do like 2 inches by 5 inches, or we can go into centimeters. Oh wait, no, this ruler doesn't have centimeters on it. I'm sorry. Centimeters are so much better. Metric is so much better. Do we have enough room for 5 inches? Looks like we do. I don't know how we're gonna make this curved. I was thinking about that during our BRB. I don't know how we're gonna make the curved portion of this easily, because this is effectively cylindrical, right? Do you guys see what I'm saying, right? I was like, why is the camera so much more orange? It's because I made the lighting warmer. There we go, it's a little bit better. Huh. And God, I'm chewing on my lip right now because like I bit it earlier today and it's actually so freaking swollen. It's like itchy swollen too. Ugh. How do I, because like the only time we've encountered anything like this was probably the tape dispenser. Um I think first of all, a good way of going about this. Why did I do that? I need to be holding it and looking at it. Because, you know, what we should do, right, is we'll have, like, all of this is a line right here, and then we'd have a interior line for the curve. And we could just keep this part flat for my own sanity, right? So basically, this, starting from right here, all the way around, we would have another line where everything starts curving. But that's difficult. That's really difficult. We could do it arbitrary. And so in perspective, I think I said we're going to do it like this, right? On the page, or like this. I like this one because this has a little bit of everything. Yeah. Must go walk my dog and have a nice rest of the stream. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful and safe walk, and I hope you have a good rest. Thank you for stopping by. Uh-oh. I'm so hungry. I'm thinking about food now. I'm just thinking about chilies. I can't get it out of my head. Well, if we did a curved edge on all of it, it does get a little bit flat down here. but still round, especially right here. We can almost pretend that the roundness ends right here. So this is assumed flat. Ah. I see it. I see it. Urethra. I understand. What we can do, I think this 3/4 is pretty good. And then we could choose an arbitrary point. That arbitrary point could be another 64th that we could mirror about the 32nd. That'd be good. Let's see, 7/8 mid, so right here. That'd be another 64th. That seems a bit too round on the back. But it makes sense, because like this whole part has to be rounded. So we can do a line from this point to this point. I'm going to mark it in blue just so I don't lose it. The intersection with this diagonal to there. Oh, okay. Gotta love that. When it comes to these technical pins, there's a lot of ink, so I like to rub it up. For the 250 cylinder challenge, you saw me freaking like okay. So I think that's a good thing area to do the curve. But that does mean we'll need a slice on the interior. So let's just make this ahead of time to label our slices. That's enough slices. Slices are basically planes inside of the box that we're going to use to construct this. I just call them slices to help differentiate. Okay. So if we want to do it like this, that means we'll need a slice like over here. So, okay. It'll be down the middle. If we want to curve it, that means we will need to carry, because like the curve only over here matters. So that means we will like need to plot all of this, which means up into the halfway point, we will have stuff over here. Right? Holy speed running that box. Just get something on the page, right? MCSR, but for box. I was talking to Block the other day, and he was like, yeah, I felt really bad. I didn't know what Before Your Eyes was, and I didn't know, like, I thought, he was like, make me cry is like, oh, haha, like, I'll cry. Not like an actual, like, I'll freaking start bawling like a baby. Guilty Movie Rex, oh, heck yes. I'm kind of down for prayers for Bobby, but maybe, he legit, like, apologized in DMs. He was like, I'm the worst friend ever. I'm like, dude, you're totally fine. So yeah, we'll only need everything past here, and only so we want to simplify this area as much as possible. This area will also be simplified in the actual ortho because we have techniques. This is kind of like deceptively easier if we want to do it like in because like, you know, the trigger isn't flush, it's kind of inset. We would need to maybe cordon off this geometry, specifically this area right here, with a slice on the interior right here, and then project the geometry onto another slice over here. I'm gonna check with some mates. Okay, thank you very much for joining us, Slash. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Please get some good rest. I just realized it's 2 o'clock, so it's not like an absurd time to be awake for our European friends still. For all of this mess up here, it's gonna be a little bit messy. The mess is gonna be messy. Wow. Because this region, it's like a weird additive thing to it. God, Cav, why did you choose this? It's basically a cylinder, and then we're doing... It's gonna go like this in here. And then we're gonna connect to the tangents of the edges of up here. And then draw the main line that we have, right? And then that's gonna... We'll draw the intersection with those forms. So it'll be fine. That will require a slice and a half, a slice at the 15/32. This is gonna suck. A slice right here for that part. So and this is technically a slice. Okay, I'm gonna label everything. That slice will technically happen. It's like, this is what I fear. It's a slice that isn't orthogonal. It's like at an angle inside the box. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad idea. We technically don't need the slice. No, we do. We need something in the middle for that. No, we don't. Because we can just mirror it off of both of these. We do need this one. Nope. Wait. Pause. Yeah, we do. Darn. For the middle line, do we need one? We definitely need a slice going down the middle. Then that means we can skip out a lot of this geometry and we only need this geometry. Yep. I think we can still get away with this though. For the middle line, that could just be in the middle slice. And that middle slice, I think only needs to be for this one. It doesn't need to go all the way. And then we will need a slice like right here and right here. For that area. Just for the trigger. How we project it onto there is going to be an interesting one because we have the X coordinate or this is the Z coordinate. We have the Z coordinate locked in because we're just projecting into that direction, which will also give us the X. So we can just decide either if we want to do this or this, and I think it'll be easier to drop it from the top. Project the coordinates downwards, which will means we'll need a top ortho as well. Oh my god, this is going to be very complex. So it means we'll need this face. We'll need parts of this face. Will we need this face? Yes. For the absolute end of it. We'll need this face. Don't need anything over here. So we're going to be like doing segments of stuff. We don't need that one back there. And then the whole top. Herk. Wow. What time are we at? 3 hours? We'll call it here. I do know the things I need to do next stream. I'm really not looking forward to it. Orthos are going to be delayed. That's all I can say. But for now, guys, we made some good progress. So we're going to call it there, like I said. Thank you all very much for joining me today. Streams are going to be pretty much normal. I don't see any future stuff stopping us unless I get a job. LinkedIn. Indeed, you want to give me a job? Work visa to the Netherlands? I don't know. But in the meantime, we're stuck here. So thank you all very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your time zones. We'll be back same time. Oh no, oh goodness, not same time, same place tomorrow. We're going back to our usual time, which is 2 hours ahead of when we started today, or 1 hour in the past, in the future. Cool. So once again, thank you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.